All right, here we go. We're here. We've got our buddy Garrett here as well. Today we're going to be playing Root on some Tabletop Simulator, so that should be fun.
None of us know how to play. Well, Warner knows.
I know how to play Root, kind of, and I'm going to do my best to teach these guys.
Play, but haven't played.
Yes, so. That's a better way to put it. I watched some walkthrough videos on how to play, but have not actually played yet. But I think it'll be fun.
Garrett in between.
Oh yeah, this is
so weird.
Wait, no, what the? Oh, this is confusing. This is Garrett down there. Oh wait, Charlie, other side. It's the opposite.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, there you go. That's Garrett. Got him right in the middle. He's our little son. Garrett, wait. When I reach over, you gotta pat yourself on the head. Ready?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, other way.
This side?
Other side. Pat. There we go. Yep, there we go. Pat him on the head.
I'm doing my best.
I think it looks good.
Sure, yeah, okay.
Hey to everybody in the chat. Welcome in. Yeah, so we're playing Root. I think it's going to be fun. We're just about to pick our factions. So let me scooch us on over to the game. As you can see, we've got Garrett again down in the bottom. Don't worry, won't leave him behind. Make sure there's not really. I've got the music going. If it's too loud or not loud enough, let me know. But there's not really much audio in Tabletop.
Oh, that looks good with Garrett. And then if we had a fourth person, there's room.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, if we ever have, if we. So let me kind of, I don't know, to start. The idea Charlie and I have had for Tuesday, our main streams are on Friday, but on Tuesdays when we're thinking we might play, I don't know, games like this. Maybe do some Tabletop Simulator. Maybe do some, Scriblio, whatever it's called. Some Jackbox. I don't know, stuff like that. But this seemed like a fun, situation where we can bring along some friends. And Garrett was nice enough to join us. So right now we're in the middle of picking our factions. For those who aren't familiar with Root, the game is called Root, a game of woodland might and right. And what it's about is that we are a bunch of cute little cuddly woodland creatures, all killing each other and vying for control of this wooded area. Charlie will be playing as the Marquis des Cats. They are an empire, kind of a newly born empire, kind of trying to fight their way into the woods and take over with force. Garrett, what are you? Have you decided what you're looking at?
I have not. So it's those four.
Those are the four.
Okay.
Those are the four in the base game. That's what we are playing. The other two are the let's see. The Eerie. I always forget the last part of it.
Yeah, what's the lizard called?
The Eerie Dynasty. Well, we're not getting into the Lizard Cult and all these other ones are part of expansions that I have not learned how to play yet. But eventually, hopefully when I do know how to play, we could do that.
I'm gonna do the Vagabond then.
Okay, Garrett's gonna play as the Vagabond. Interesting. Okay, so the Vagabond is basically a kind of solo player in a way, where you'll see that Charlie and I are going to be building up our Charlie's having some trouble over there. That's okay though. As you'll see, Charlie and I are kind of building up our empires and all these warriors and stuff like that. Garrett's going to be playing as this little kind of lone wanderer who kind of sneaks around and either helps one of us, hurts one of us, kind of does whatever he can to get his own points. So this will be fun. Let me see. Give me one sec.
Yeah, people are gonna have to bear with us all too. Like if anybody comes in here or watches us afterwards and knows how to play root, like we are learning as we go here. So yeah, just be kind to us as
Yeah, you know, if somebody comes in and has some tips, you know, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah, I'm all for tips because we don't know what we're doing.
Give me one sec. So if you guys want to go back to those boards that we set up, and select your factions now that you actually know which ones you want to do, go ahead and start there, and then we'll start getting into it. Let's see, if Charlie's gonna play, it's the Eerie. Maybe I'll play as the Woodland Alliance then. See how that goes. That could be fun. But yeah, so did you guys, yeah, you grabbed those little walkthroughs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Garrett, so let's see, the 3 that are in the base game are the Thief, the Tinker, and the Vagrant, I think. So they all kind of have different little, like, I don't know, abilities. And a big thing for the way that the Vagabond plays the game is, yeah, you're trying to either trade items, or sorry, trade cards for items or craft items to get points. So I don't know, I'd maybe start as the Thief. That's kind of just one of the initial, I think it'll be helpful for the walkthrough for like the first game that we're playing. Feels like a good place to start. Cool. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Everybody has picked their factions. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the map now. It's gonna populate this. So there's a couple things we have to do to set up the game. Now, what's kind of cool about, let me change my color. Wrong. Yeah, Garrett, if you go up and click on your, actually I can just do it. There we go. So yeah, you can move your cards down into your hand here. Oh, and then Charlie as well. I'll change your color there. Now you guys can actually read the cards in your hand, because we will have cards that are dealt to us that we'll have to keep track of. So now you can, you know, grab them down there. So there's a few things that we have to do to set up the game. The order of setup will go Charlie, me, and then Garrett. So Charlie, what you're gonna do first is there's a little token.
Placed my key.
Oh, you did.
I placed
okay,
my
cool.
sawmill. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you started out already. Now you're gonna place.
Can read.
Great. Oh yeah, Garrett. I guess if you hold Alt while you're hovering over your keyboard, over your little pad, it makes it big.
Oh.
And then if you hit Shift, it shows the other side.
Okay.
So that can kind of show you what to do for your setup. So you chose your character. Now, the way the game works, there's these circles that are the clearings, and each of these clearings has a different, I guess like a suit, basically, which is essentially the types of creatures that live in this clearing. So Charlie up here in the left is a fox clearing. You'll notice there's a fox logo, and the trees are kind of this red. There's mice, and they have an orange trees. And then there's the rabbits, which have a yellow clearing. All of the cards that we're going to be dealt will have suits as well. The birds, which are blue, are wild cards. And the idea is that the birds just live in the trees. They don't live on the ground like these other creatures. So these cards will all come into play later, and you know, we'll get into it. But if you want to play the cards, you can only play them if you're currently occupying a matching clearing of the same suit. So Charlie, why don't you finish your setup?
So I get a warrior in each clearing other than these two.
You get a warrior in every
Or other
clearing
than
except for
these three.
this. Where'd you put you put your keep up here? So everyone
that's
except
true.
here, down here. This is where the Erie
Oh.
Alliance would set up their thing, which, you know, since we're not playing as
Diagonally opposite of the keep.
yeah. So I should double check because I know that
So
there's like
even in my own clearing too. It
Yep.
said 11 to
Yep.
so
yeah in your own clearing as well.
Okay, I'm gonna sound dumb. What? What is the pawn?
So let's see. The pawn is there's a little this guy right here.
Oh, okay. Just put anywhere?
Yeah, so the clearings are where we are going to put our tokens, and then there's the paths between them. For the vagabond, you can move in the forests in between the clearings and paths, as well as the clearings themselves. So for you, it's kind of you're the only one that can do that. But you know, we'll get into that.
Okay.
Okay, so you find your starting point. I need to figure out what my bases. Okay, so
I can't know how to hear any more about tables.
good one. Yeah, why don't we just follow the little walkthrough cards to start? Because I think that'll be a good place to start for us to figure out just kind of the intro. So there's a couple cards that we're gonna take out of the deck. So if you guys want to look at your walkthrough and tell me what cards you need, I'm gonna tell you the suit in parentheses and then the card itself after that.
I'm trying to figure out. I still have to
I need
place
the
one
Fox
workshop
Quest card?
and one recruiter on map as shown on walkthrough sheet.
Oh yeah. So here, I was gonna grab this. If you look at this, you place them in an adjacent clearing. So, you know, you may as well you can just follow it just like this, Charlie. And Garrett, what are you looking at?
I need a Fox Quest card.
Okay, so Garrett, your quest cards are over here. If you right click and hit search, you can dig through this deck without having to like pull out each card. The quest cards, Garrett, for the Vagabond are little things you can do that give you extra victory points. So it's one strategy for winning as the Vagabond that doesn't involve like trading cards and stuff like that to people. So let's see. Let me finish grabbing.
Then is this the shared deck?
It is. So what cards do you need? I'll just grab them since I'm already.
Okay, I need brutal tactics,
And what's the
Bird.
suit? Bird. Okay.
rabbit, better burrow bank,
Okay.
and mouse travel gear.
Okay. Mouse travel. Okay. There we go. So those cards will go in your hand.
And the Fox Quests go in my hand.
Yes, yours go. Let me see. Here, wait, hold on. I'm gonna borrow this to look at it. No. Sorry, you just put it by you. But those normally will stay face down while we're playing. But I guess I don't know. I mean, they don't necessarily go in your hand, but you know.
And 2 drawn quest scenario. Oh, so just any
draw
quest
2
then.
more. Yeah, so you just grab the one
Okay.
it told you to grab, and then grab 2 more. Here, Charlie, can you look at my walkthrough card right here? And just tell me which cards to grab, because I have to grab 6
Yeah.
of them.
Bird Sappers,
Okay,
Birdie Bindle,
got it.
Fox Anvil,
Box Anvil, okay.
Bird Brutal Tactics,
Okay,
Mouse Scouting Party,
okay.
and Mouse Crossbow.
Crossbow. Okay, cool. Garrett, do you need any cards?
Yeah, I'm on my third step. I need so the sixth step, I need Fox Root Tea, Fox Protection Racket, and Rabbit Cobbler.
Rabbit Cobbler, Fox, Root Tea, and Fox Protection Racket. Okay. Protection Racket.
Where are the R item? Just these.
Oh, those have already been set up. Garrett, you can
Oh.
put those in your hand.
Okay.
So yeah, let me get the setups kind of going, and then let's see. Okay. So yeah, we've got this walkthrough sheet here that will kind of walk us through the first 2 turns. And then from there, we can kind of start playing, but this will give us a kind of helpful way to see how turns kind of go. It's going to be a little different because we're not playing with the Eerie, so we're just going to kind of skip over them. But we're still going to get a general idea of like what the vibe is. So Garrett, have you finished your setup?
The only thing I have left is put relationship markers. I'm assuming that's just these things. So,
yeah. For the players, the characters that we're
cool.
playing. Yep.
All
So the
right.
T
And
goes up
so
here. So
we are Woodland
Yep.
and Marquis.
Yep, and that's gonna be it. So Garrett, since I'm already looking at your board, I'm gonna just kind of walk through. So there's 3 phases to your turn. There's bird song, daylight, and then evening. So when it gets to your turn, you're just honestly gonna just follow the board, and do your turn. So for Garrett, on your turn, what'll happen is 1, you'll refresh 3 items plus 2 per T that you have. So, up to 5 basically. And then you'll slip. You can move into a clearing or forest at no cost. So, from where you are now, you could pick anywhere to go. Then once you get once you finish that, you move into daylight. This is where all of your items come into play, and these items are super important for you. So if you look, they all have different things. The boot lets you move, the sword lets you battle, the torch lets you explore and take an item from a ruin. That's what that R item is. The game kind of already put those down in different spots around the map. The quest, let's look at the quest that you grabbed. It was this Fox one, right? Did it say specifically? Okay. So how the quests work is if you look at them, you can expend whatever items it tells you to expend to then claim the quest and pick a reward. The rewards are all different, sort of, but the one thing in common is that you can either get points or do something else, usually draw cards, I think. So in this case, let's say if you had the boot in the bag, you could, during your daylight turn, expend those 2 to claim a point. Once you claim it, it comes over here. It's your first one, so it would only be 1 point. But the more Fox cards you have, the more points you get. Or the more Fox quests that you get, the more points you kind of get over time, if that makes sense. So it can certainly be a strategy
I would
for
use
you.
the boot. I would use the boot to clear the quest rather than actually move.
Exactly. So you could slip, but then you couldn't move again for that turn, if that makes sense. But there's multiple boots. If you look in the top left of the board here, these are all the items that can be crafted throughout the game. Now, the way this crafting works is that it'll really, a lot of the times, be Charlie and I who are crafting, and then you can come to us, and there's this aid, which is one of your options. You give a card matching the clearing we're in to a player there, and then you get to take an item. And then if you aid somebody, it adjusts what happens with these relationship markers. And if you attack one of us, it also changes what happens to our relationship. It can make it go to hostile. So I'll come back to that in a sec. Strike, if you get the crossbow, remove a piece in your clearing, warriors first, of the enemies. If you get the hammers, you can repair your items, because sometimes they can get damaged if you get attacked, or you can craft items yourself. Once that's all done, you get to the evening, you take your rest. If you're in a forest, you repair all your items if they've been damaged, otherwise you don't. And then if you have these other things, like if you get these coins, you get to draw extra cards. You have to discard, so you can only have 5 cards in your hand max. And then if you have a satchel, you get additional items. So for every 1 satchel you have, you get 2 extra items. So currently you can carry, I forget how many you can carry.
Yeah, it says 6, right? Remove items and satchel down to 6.
Down to 6, yep. And then so you can get
bag.
12 total. So it's 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Now, as the thief, you have this special ability, steal. Take a random card from a player in your clearing. So instead of using this to explore, for example, you can flip it. You flip it means it's been exhausted. Not damaged, though. Damaged is different. But if you flip it, it gets exhausted, and then you can steal a card from a player, me or Charlie, in your clearing. Yeah, if you ever have any questions, just kind of look at your board and, kind of look at what your possible items or what your possible actions are and stuff like that.
Okay.
Charlie,
So I'm doing...
Mhm.
I'm sorry, just before you move on. So I'm doing first, then second, and then I'm doing 1 in daylight.
No, you're doing
then-
as many as you want. You could do,
Okay.
you could do 0, you could do 1, but you have to have the items to make it
Sure.
work.
And when they're exhausted, they just stay in the satchel?
They stay exhausted, and then at the beginning of your next turn, you can refresh 3 of them plus
Refresh
2 per T. So with the T here,
Gotcha.
you could do 5, but and then you can do it all again.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. So feel free to look over those. Charlie, we'll look at yours.
Well, and then just out of curiosity, how do items you might have
How they get
gone over
damaged
this.
will be if we get into battles.
If we're in battle.
So I'll
Okay,
swing around to the battles. I'm going to start with what you're kind of set up, Charlie.
Yeah, I was looking
So-
through it and it looks fairly.
Yeah,
mine's
so-
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you have these wood tokens that in this little bag here, you see that up here?
Yeah.
Yep. So you place your wood at each sawmill, and then you can craft using the workshop. When it comes to crafting, you have to have an unbroken line of clearings that you control. And to control a clearing, you just have to have a majority of the warriors there. If we're tied, it's a wash and nobody controls it. So,
Okay.
for example,
But starting out, I kind of control everything.
you control basically everything to start. Yeah. So if you look here, you would put your wood here on your first turn, and then it can go here to this spot. You can drop a new one, or really you could move it all these different spots.
So I place the wood, and then I guess I don't how do I craft?
That is the
Just-
crafting. You use the wood. You create the wood, and then you basically expend the wood. You move it somewhere and expend it, and then you grab one of these buildings and put it
Do I
there
have
instead.
to move it to the workshop, or I just move it wherever I'm going to be building?
Yeah, exactly. You're
Thing I'm
hauling the
crafting.
lumber to create the new building. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have up to
Right.
3 actions plus 1 per bird card that you spend. So if you were to waste a bird card, you could do an extra one, basically.
I could do 4 actions. Yeah.
Or even, I think even more
5
if
or
you.
6.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever, depending on how many I
Um,
have. Okay.
So yeah, it's all pretty, battle. I'll explain real quick once Garrett gets back. March, you take 2 moves. When it comes to movement,
So
Mhm.
yeah, is that's specifically talking about moving the warriors? For
warriors.
me, that's pretty much all I'm moving with that.
Yeah, movement is just the warriors. When it comes to movement, the rules regarding that are that you can only move to or from a clearing that you control. So again, for you don't really have to worry right out of the gate. because you control everything. But let's say that like, I'm just gonna throw my token here real quick. Let's say that like I control this clearing now, right? You can't, or no, you could move into it with this guy, because I mean you could move into it with any of them because you control the clearing you're moving from. But if I had like another one here, for example, this guy could not move into it
he's
here,
contested.
but he could move here because he does control this clearing. Does that make sense?
Right. So if you end up moving in here, this one's now a wash. I don't control it, so I can't move
back here.
into.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the move.
And then it says 2 moves. Is that limited by like? So I start here. Let's just say on my first, I wanted to do 2 moves. Could I take this one guy and go 1, 2?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be with 2 different.
No, it
It's
could do
just
that. I
2.
mean, yeah, you
Okay.
could do, but you could also go 1 and then go, I'm picking up this guy, 2, and now 3 are over here. You know, it's just any types of movement.
That would.
And you can move as
so
many
I
as
could-
you want.
So this would be 1 movement moving. If I had 2 in one thing, this is only 1 movement
To move both of them. Correct. Yeah.
Okay. It's just counts as a movement from one clearing to the next,
Yeah.
no matter how many. Okay.
Yep.
And then recruit is straightforward. Build. Spending its cost in wood connected through any number of clearings.
Oh, and it's the most combined warriors and buildings, by the way. I'm realizing. So if you have a building and nobody in it, you still rule it.
Okay, gotcha.
you
So,
know.
for example, here where my workshop is, if I move this guy over here,
You still rule this.
I
clearing.
can still move back here, or move somebody through it, or whatever, because I still
Yeah.
own it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Or I guess this one has a vagabond thing on it, so I don't know what that.
Where?
Isn't
Oh no,
this
this
one of
is
his things?
leave that there.
Oh, I thought it was gray because it was his thing.
He is going to go try to collect that, but we actually need to keep him a secret for right now. He's not supposed to know what they are. I don't know if he noticed, so that's okay. Yeah, your other options then: recruit. You can place 1 warrior at each recruiter. So if you have 4 of them, you get 4 new things. But there is you have 14 remaining warriors. You have 25 total, so like odds are you won't run out, but you could. You can build.
So I'm place a building, spending its cost in wood connected through any number of clearings you rule.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think. Oh yeah. Duh. Craft is craft an item.
How does.
So
So how you explain craft before it's built? So now.
correct.
Now that makes sense.
Correct.
Okay,
Sorry.
and
Yeah,
then-
I mixed that up. But then craft, I'm gonna just grab one of your cards to show you. So look, this at the bottom means that you need to control 2 bunny clearings to be able to craft. For this particular card, all the cards are different.
So I'm crafting this card, or what am I doing?
Yeah. So in
I don't
this
really
case,
understand I'm not crafting an item.
Well, some cards are items, some are not. So I need to look at. Okay, the travel gear is an item. You would craft.
Oh, I see.
boot,
So I do this.
but this
and then I
one-
craft to get the boot. I see.
But this one, you craft a persistent ability. At start of bird song, you and another player draw a card. So that's what that one does.
So at the start, I should be able to do all of these because I definitely control 2.
You need to have your workshop in a bunny clearing. So in this.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could do this one because I have a workshop in one bunny thing, but I can't do this one because I don't have a second workshop
Yeah.
in a second bunny.
Yeah. You have to activate the
Okay.
workshop in that clearing.
All right.
Yep. And then overwork is spend a card to place 1 wood at a sawmill and a matching clearing. So let's say you burn this. Well, the bird card is wild, so that could be anywhere. You burn this bunny card. It lets you place an extra wood token in a bunny clearing that has a sawmill, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use that next turn. Because as you'll notice, your buildings go up in wood cost over time. And these wood tokens are tokens that you'll have to protect, because if they're just sitting there, I can attack them, or Garrett can attack them and gain points from that. And try to hamper you. And then in the evening, draw 1 card plus 1 per thing showing. As you place more items or more buildings, Some of these have little, of course, I don't like this one.
There we go.
Some of them you get bonus cards.
That'll be good for me to know where they are. Okay.
Yeah,
Looks like the recruiter gives me 2, and that's it.
And then you collect victory points based on which track is the furthest along. So let's say you've placed 1 sawmill, 2 workshops, and a recruiter. You don't get 6 points, you get 2. Does that make sense?
I don't get 4?
No, it's just like the furthest along.
Oh.
Yeah, or let me double check that it's not. Or no, sorry, I think you gain those points if you build something, you get the points that are under it.
So it'd be like 2, 4, 7.
No,
Right.
it's like you'll get, if you build this workshop, you get 2 points. Later on, you build this workshop, you get 2 points. You build...
Yeah, but it's just the furthest. Oh no, I get it for each building.
Yeah,
That's
it's
basically
not
how
the
I win, is
furthest.
building all these.
Yeah, you got to build a bunch of your stuff, and sometimes these get destroyed, and you have to build them again. But that's that's basically how you work your way through the game, is by building stuff. Yeah, hold on 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's see. We've got 5 viewers in chat. Thanks everybody for sticking around with us as we figure out how the hell to play this.
All right, and then I'm all set up here. So the way my characters work, I'll just kind of quickly try to explain, is basically that I have these supporters. I use the cards that we draw, and I can add them to my supporters, which then I use to spread sympathy, which is how I get my points. And eventually I can revolt and create bases, which let me start recruiting warriors, and then I can turn them into officers and, wreak some havoc around the map. But how we're going to start our first few turns, I'm thinking, is that we'll just follow this learn to play walkthrough for our first 2 turns. And we may have to kind of skip something because like I said, the Erie is involved. But we'll figure it out. The last thing when it comes to battling, if we have tokens in a clearing together, we roll these dice to battle. So the way it works is that you roll both dice. Whoever did the attacking is going to roll both dice, and then normally the attacker takes the higher roll and the defender takes the lower roll. But in this game, the Woodland Alliance, actually one of their abilities is called Guerrilla War, that actually flips that. So if I'm the defender, I get the higher roll and the attacker has to take the lower one. But if I attack one of you, or you, Charlie, mainly, I mean, I might attack Garrett, then it works as normal. So in this case, let's say we've got these 2 warriors here and they're fighting each other, and I were to roll. So, well, that's not.
Well, what would happen there?
Nothing would happen. It's the number of hits. So in that case, it'd be nothing. In this case, 1 hit.
Okay, so
we
it's
would
not
each
like
get 1 hit.
Oh.
What's up?
So it's basically just, it's not like Risk where you're trying to get the higher number to take down like a set. It's not like a progressional battle. It's just how many hits we're taking.
Exactly. So in this case, I mean, it's kind of hard. Let's just make it a little easier. So let's say Charlie did the attack against my warrior, right? So like a 1 and a 0. Now, if Charlie was attacking anybody else, he gets the high number, I get the low number. He takes 1 hit on me, I take 0 hits on him. Now, because of the Woodland Alliance's special, exactly. Garrett, when it comes to you, if Garrett gets into a battle with any of us,
are these a D? What are these?
They're D12s, but they have four. I think they have 4 of each. Are they D10s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, D12s.
But it's evenly distributed.
Or now I'm trying to count. Maybe I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're D12s. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're D12s.
Yeah,
but
it's a D12,
evenly,
and there's.
They could have made. They could have. Yeah, I mean, it's they haven't even. They could have done D4s and it would have been the exact same thing. It's just more fun to roll. How Garrett attacks is Garrett uses his sword. So normally for like you, Charlie, you can only attack. You can take up to 3 actions, so you could battle multiple times. I also have my own actions depending on how many officers I have and could attack multiple times. For Garrett, it depends on how many swords he has. So if he only has 1 sword, he can only attack once. But if he has 3 swords, for example, he can take 3 attacks. Now, Garrett's piece never gets moved off the map. He doesn't die. What happens to him instead is that the hits he takes, he has to choose items to be damaged. So let's say he took 2 hits in a fight, he has to damage 2 items. You can also damage your tea if you wanted to, for like, and your bag is over here. You kind of don't want to because those are helpful, but you might for some reason, like you might be like, I'd rather lose the tea than a sword or whatever.
Or you might not have any other options.
Exactly. And then you can either use.
What happens if could he die if he did, like, say he hadn't every item he had was damaged and then we attacked him, like
no, I mean, he can't be removed from the board. Basically,
okay.
it would kind of be a wasted attack for us because he's already completely damaged.
Invincible.
Yeah. Garrett, in order to repair your stuff, you can do one of 2 things. You can use a hammer to repair, or you have to be in a forest at the end of your turn. The only way to get into a forest is to slip. And when you're in a forest, you can't really do anything. Like, you can't really do anything here in daylight. Maybe you could quest, but mainly that is there. So if you get items damaged, you slip into the forest and you just kind of spend your turn there, you can repair everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you get damaged and you're like, oh shit, what do I do now?
I'm gonna go get some water quick.
Okay. Yeah, then I think we're ready to start. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have any other questions, Garrett?
Yeah, so every time that I explore in a town with
so let me
by
point
you
out,
guys, I move your thing up.
Your game, you got set up. Do you see these little, if you look up at the board, I'm hovering over it right here.
Yeah,
these are the ruins. So there are items in here that you and only you can claim. You just have to use your torch to explore.
Okay.
So I would recommend, trying to get these as soon as you can, because just more item. Like, your game is all about items, and then trying to just work up victory points by, if you ally with us, if you aid us with items, you get points, but then you can complete quests and stuff like that. Oh yeah, everybody grab your victory token tracker, and we'll all start down on 0. Garrett, I don't know why you have a black and a white, so pick whatever one you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's one other card to keep in mind. If you get a card, it's a dominance card. That is an alternate way to win the game. So if you decide that you want to play a dominance card, what happens is that you basically remove your tracker from this victory tracker here. You no longer care about points. Instead, what you care about is dominating X amount of clearings based on what the card says. So for example, there's like a bunny dominance, and you have to have at least 10 points to be able to do this. Otherwise, like, the cat could win right away. If they drew one, played it was like, I win, because you control everything. And then, yeah, so this one, for example, is a bunny dominance card. If you have at least 10 points, play during daylight and remove your score marker. You win the game if you rule 3 rabbit clearings at the start of your bird song. So that's an option. I mean, I'm not sure how it'll play in with 3 players. It might be it might be easy to do that. I really don't know. We're going to kind of figure it out.
And yeah, I'm feeling ready to just get started and see how it goes.
Yeah. Otherwise, real quick, if anybody uses a dominance card, every card gets discarded except the dominance cards. If you use it, if you're like, I just want to use this as a normal bunny card for whatever reason, it gets set down here, and then anybody else has the chance to claim it. So
they can just claim it whenever,
once they get to the 10.
I see.
Yeah.
But they don't have to draw a card and then claim it as one of their draws. They could just
they can just say, I'm gonna do this now. All right, so yeah, let's just start with the walkthrough because I think it's a good place to start. So Charlie's gonna start. He's gonna start with his
put my
bird
wood
at
on
his
my
sawmill, and then he's gonna go into daylight. So
then I build to spend the point to build a new sawmill. That's a good idea.
So the game says to do it up here, but you can do it wherever you want. Obviously, I mean, just to get the idea.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you do it up there, and now look, you get 1 point. You revealed 1 point. So move your token up. There you go.
March. I move my warriors.
So in this case, what they did is they
Says move them both to which one? For some reason, all my warriors are upside down.
what the game did is move from here to here, and then both of these to here. Now it's doing this because if we had the Erie dynasty, they'd be down here, and you would be trying to kind of shore up your.
I guess this is what I don't know where anybody else is.
That's the thing. Because we're not playing with the Erie, it just is gonna start like this because I'm this woodland alliance of like these gorillas who are just gonna pop up somewhere and you don't know where. So that's the point, is that like you're kind of forced to make these moves like, well, I'm kind of like controlling the forest, but I have literally no idea where like these little annoying pesky woodland alliance rebels are gonna pop up, and I get to go after
move
you.
Anywhere.
I mean, you don't have to move. You can instead choose to do something different. I mean,
I guess what I'll do is I'll move. So I'll do 1, 2.
Cool. That's your 2
there,
movements.
and then I get a new guy on the recruitment thing.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I draw a card.
You draw a card from the deck right there. There you go. So that's your first turn. Uh-oh.
Oh, what the heck?
The card like flew off the table.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We're just gonna follow the walkthrough order here because I guess I don't know if it has to go this way, but we're skipping the Erie. So now for me, let's see. I spend a fox card on my supporter stack. Put a sympathy token in the central fox clearing and score a point. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna see if that still makes sense for me. But yeah, well, let's see. I mean, maybe I do it here because there's nobody here. What do I have? Let's see.
Well, I guess technically on my first turn, I could have like claimed this, huh?
I guess well, no, I don't think.
I'm not gonna go.
Nobody would have been able to reach it. Or I guess.
Well, the one guy started here,
Sure, but then you would have given up this other spot because you couldn't have recruited and then gotten, you would have given up a spot for a spot.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's not like you messed up or anything.
No. I'm just trying to think, like, learning as we go.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
All right, whatever. I'm just gonna follow what the walkthrough says. So I'm gonna use my fox card to spread some sympathy here in this spot. I'm gonna discard that. So that's my bird song. And I score a point. For that. Cause yeah. And then let's see. I want to craft my crossbow, so I'll activate my Fox Sympathy to score a point and take that. Okay, so I have another card in my hand that is this crossbow. So because I have Sympathy in a Fox clearing, right? That's what this is about. So for some characters, you need to control it. Some characters you just need to have, like in Charlie's case, a workshop. For me, I just need to have Sympathy in the clearing. I don't even need to rule it. I just have to have Sympathy in the clearing to be able to craft something. So that's, makes sense. That's why it had me put that there. So I call upon my woodland fox friends, and they help me craft a crossbow. So this crossbow gets put in my crafted items. I score another point for that because that's what's on the bottom here. And then I discard this. Pop. So after that, I'm going to use, so my turn, I spread Sympathy, and then I can do these actions as any number of times. Craft, mobilize, and train. Mobilize means takes cards from my hand and put them into my supporters so I can spread Sympathy on my next turn, basically. So, okay, yeah, sure, we'll put both of them in there. And then haven't had a revolt, so I have no officers. Okay, so now I just draw a card. Cool. All right, so now it's Garrett's turn. Garrett.
All right. Did you guys both follow the walkthrough?
Yeah, we did. We just followed the walkthrough to start. I think it's a helpful,
Would you guys be upset if I didn't?
No. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just gonna say that the walkthrough does kind of set up a good first turn for you that can net you 2 items. Because so there's a ruin here, which you can use your torch to clear and get an item. And I'm here, and I just crafted a crossbow that you can come and aid me a card and take that crossbow, and now you have an item. So
do you really want to aid?
Yeah,
him?
I mean, you don't have to,
Do you
but
really
I'm
want to pick
saying
sides
that,
with him? I mean, it's just first turn. Do you really want to make an enemy with me? It's just,
Okay, cool.
Something to think about.
I was gonna move here anyways, not because of
so
the
you
game told me
slip
to.
into there.
So slip into there. Then I'm going to exhaust this and explore.
Okay, so Charlie, for you, now that that's gone, this opens up a new slot for a building. So just something to keep in mind.
And then I just take this and put it into my satchel.
Yep, yeah, it can go down here. So now you can actually have 8 items.
Cool.
And now, yeah, again, what the walkthrough says is that, because like the walkthrough was saying to use your torch to aid, but you could use your sword instead.
By exploring, did I just gain the alliance points with Charlie? Is that what happened?
No.
Because it says take an item from ruin in your clearing, score +1.
That's a victory point.
Yeah, that's a victory point. So you get a point for get a point for clearing off the item.
Okay.
If you were to aid me, how it works is you give me a card. You give me a fox card that we know you have in your hand based on the setup. You give that to me.
But I have to have whatever the thing is on it. So I'm just going to show you this because I'm still learning.
Okay, yeah. So
for this one,
you just need to have this up here. Nope, ignore the bottom. That's if you the bottom half of the card is to craft. The top half of the card is the suit that comes into play when it's like, where can I play this? Can I play it in this clearing? Yes or no?
Okay, then I'll give you this. So I'll just give that to you.
Okay, so you give me the fox card. You take the crossbow. It's a new item. And now you move up, you score a point for that now.
Okay.
And now so now these numbers are how many times you have to aid me or aid one of us to move to the next spot. So 1, you get 1 point, but now you'd have to do it twice to get 2 points, 3 to get 3. If you ever attack one of us, we go right down to hostile.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Does he get to keep whatever victory points
Yeah, you don't lose those victory points. Yeah, I think none of our factions can lose victory points, but the Eerie can, and that's like a whole other thing that we're not even going to get into.
Yeah. Okay. I am also.
Sorry. Before we move on, because you aided, you have to pick one more of these items to flip. You can pick any one though. So you can think about what you do or don't want to do.
I'm gonna do.
So the sword is used to battle and roll dice. The crossbow is used to just get a free kill and like immediately take somebody out. And then the boot is used to move into a new clearing. And these, remember, because you have the T, you'll be able to refresh items.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I'll exhaust the crossbow that I just got. And then, let's see, I'm going to also do quest.
Hit F to flip. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Okay. So you're claiming the point, I take it?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So for the logistics help in a fox clearing, which again, you are, you expend your boot and your bag, and you get 1 victory point for it.
Okay. So I just flip those over.
Yep.
Okay. And then.
So the last thing you can do is, if you wanted to, is you could battle. So you could battle me you could battle my sympathy token. And how that works is, since I have no like allies here or no warriors, it's basically defenseless and I can't like fight back. And you would basically automatically destroy it, but you would make our relationship hostile. Or you could battle Charlie. You would roll the 2 dice. You take the higher, he takes the lower. If he gets any hits on you, you'll have to damage items. And as long as you get, you can only get 1 hit because there's only 1 of you. But yeah, that's the last thing you could do with that sword, just so you're...
Okay, cool. I'm not a mean person. So I'm gonna move into my evening days then.
Okay, so the evening, you're basically at this point, you're just gonna draw down to your cards and draw a card to end your turn. All right, so that's turn 1. Now there's a turn 2 on the back. So, we can do this or not, but...
So I get another wood at each of my
sawmills, yep.
Sawmills, then what does it say? Spend wood to build a workshop. I mean, that's probably
so they're
what I'm
saying
gonna do.
Up here, yeah. So yeah, it's basically, it has to be a connected line,
So I mean, it could be any of them at this point.
This one, because my sympathy token is now contested.
But so, for example, this one, right? It's still connected.
Yeah, I think it's just connected tokens that you control, yeah. Or connected clearings that you control. You may spend any wood on the map connected to this clearing by any number of clearings you rule. Yeah, so you can essentially move it all over the map at this point.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do it there, and then I score 2
points. Yep. Now, see, this is where like it's telling you to fight the Eerie that's not here.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna fight your sympathy.
Okay.
And we don't have to roll for that, right?
You still have to roll because you could get a 0.
Oh, okay.
It could be 2 zeros and nothing happens. But yeah.
Well, it's a 0 and a 3. Then I guess I can march. Oh, I didn't craft, or it didn't. It didn't say in this to craft, but I was thinking about crafting.
Well, the craft. Oh yeah, I guess if you wanted to.
Because technically that's its first, but whatever. I'll do that. I'll just wait since I gotta remember to craft first.
Yeah.
So battle is 1 action, march 2 moves. So I'm going to go 1 move. let's put this guy back there. Then I built. So those would be my. Oh, then I can't recruit.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to kind of.
Oh, okay. Because I built. I was following the thing, and now I'm realizing it had me do a bunch of stuff with the Eerie. I'm not doing so.
Well, you did still battle though.
Yeah, no, but I battled, built, and then I'm not gonna do this move that I just.
Oh, okay.
This is how this all. I didn't. Yeah. I want to recruit instead. And then I draw. Because that's my daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I draw. Okay, and then I have 5 cards, so I don't have to discard any yet. Yeah, okay, so that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. I'm realizing that with this game mode, with only 3 of us, I maybe should have played as the Eerie, but we'll see. I don't know if it's like gonna be impossible now. I'm not quite sure.
Impossible to
because
play?
I'm just realizing like anytime I build a sympathy, you'll just move into the token and get rid of it, and that's what I need to do.
Yeah, I don't really have any like opposition here.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like realizing that maybe I was supposed to be playing as the Eerie because then it's kind of like 2 strong factions instead of 1 strong, 1 weak, and 1 independent. Let me see what.
Good luck.
Well, yeah, it just might be worth starting over so I can do the Eerie, because otherwise it's going to be a really boring game because it's just going to be like nothing the whole,
Garrett can help you out. I don't know. Like, we don't know if you can.
I mean, yeah, we don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Unless Garrett just doesn't want to help me, then but.
Hey, we're already allied. Well, not allied fully, but we're working towards it.
Yeah, it's hard because
let's give it a couple more turns. Let's give
it a few, sure. Just because the game is already saying I should revolt, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that. That's part of the problem. Well,
maybe you shouldn't have listened to what it said and you should have put your sympathy in the 1 tile that was unoccupied.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do this turn because that's. Let's see, sympathy. So actually, wait, do I want to do, or no, these are all. Place each sympathy, each claim melee. Oh, I can spread any number of sympathy, so that's actually, okay. I thought I could only do 1 at a time, and I was like, well, fuck, but I can do multiple. So that actually is what I'm gonna have to do. But I'm just looking to see. Let's see, spend 2 supporters matching a sympathetic clearing. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out, I gotta like think ahead of like what I want to do. Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, so yep, we're gonna do this one in the bunny. We're gonna do. Do I get a point for every sympathy I put down? Or is it... I said I got a turn last time, but I had a point last time. Wow. It didn't have the +1. Let's see. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know if I get another point for that one. Okay, and then we're going to do. Let's see. So that
just looking underneath these, it looks like you get one for everyone other than that first one.
Okay, I don't know why the walkthrough said to get 1, but.
Oh, I just realized I needed to replace my quests.
Oh yeah, just grab one. Rammed my mic. Okay. And then we'll go. We'll do 1 down here. And then we'll do 1 here. Okay, and that's all.
What do? You have to spend cards to do
I have
that?
supporters down here that I move from my hand into my supporters deck, and then the only thing that matters is the suit at that point.
Oh, I see. Because that determines where you're putting them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I put down 3 sympathy, so I'm gonna get 2 more points. in order to get this next one, I would have to spend 2 supporters, and I've only got 1.
Nice.
So we're gonna leave it at that. Craft using sympathy. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna mobilize and put these cards in my hand. Can you guys see these cards face up?
I can see your sympathy cards
Face
or
up.
your supporter cards. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're like not supposed to be able to. So,
Well,
no,
sorry, I already committed them all to memory.
yeah, now we know. Okay, and that's basically my turn now. All right, Garrett, you're up.
Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, refresh. Gonna refresh all of them, I guess. I can do that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There you go.
All right.
So you don't have to slip into the forest, but you can. Yeah, I mean that's
But I can also do another clearing, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
use your yeah.
Just gonna move right here. I'm gonna explore that.
Okay. Well, that you get another sword. So now, Gary, you've got 2 swords, which basically means you can battle twice.
But as soon as can I remove you guys out of
Yeah, you can
the
remove.
hostile?
So if you were to attack Charlie right here, this would and you
No.
win or what?
It means once he makes me hostile, can he make me unhostile?
Can I make? Yeah.
No, I think they stay hostile.
Oof, that's a
So
heavy
that's kind of
choice.
where, like, for you would just kind of honestly pick one of us, because like you could try to aid both of us, I think, but at a certain point there's not going to be any items left to aid, because like you only aid us to get one of the items that we've crafted. So like
Yeah.
at a certain point it's almost because like score plus 1 point per hostile piece removed in battle. So like you could try to befriend us both if we were crafting a lot, you know, and get your points that
Yeah,
way.
you're probably gonna have to go to war with me though to
That-
try and rack up these
That's
points.
kind of the thing,
by killing
yeah,
my-
to start racking up
just-
points.
I have so many units for you to have a shot of destroying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you should. You should go to
I'm
war
saying
with
you
Warner
should.
Instead.
I'm saying you
but-
should, because I have some more items that maybe I could craft for you.
And I
He's
got
the
these
one
workshops.
that's he's the
Get-
one
getting
that's
ready to start crafting
taking over the forest.
Well, I'm gonna
Well, there's
give
a
this
place for
card.
him in the
I'm gonna give
forest.
this card to Charlie, so I can get some favor.
Well, he doesn't have any items, so you can't.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
the thing.
items yet.
He needs to have items.
I was going to craft an item last turn and I forgot I had to do it first. It
Oh,
wasn't-
I didn't realize he has. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can still
Um,
aid and take items. You just don't get the bonus points from it and stuff. But you can still, like, you're almost stealing items. It's not as, you know.
I see. That's the steal thing, but I.
Well, the steal means I think you don't have to give up a card.
Oh,
Or
I
no,
see.
sorry.
Okay.
The steal is you take a card from somebody.
Steals
Yeah,
take
steals
card.
take a card.
Aid.
Aid is give a card for an item. So
Okay.
we don't have an item.
And it
There's
has to
not-
match the clearing that you're in as well.
Oh, yeah, that's good to know. Okay. Cool. Let me check out my quest real quick.
Yeah,
and
this
then-
game is dense. There's
Yeah.
Yeah, this
a
is
lot
pretty
going
dense.
the asymmetrical nature. I mean, I love asymmetrical games, but
Yeah.
just by nature that
Oh
adds,
shit!
like,
I
so
forgot
many layers.
earlier, Charlie. When you remove my sympathy, when you remove one of my sympathy or warriors, that player must add a matching card from your hand to my supporters. If not, I get to draw. So you did that in a fox clearing. Do you have a fox card? Like, you get to pick what
Do
to
I
give.
have to?
You have
do
to
I
give
ha-
it
I
to
can.
me. But it has to be a fox card. Otherwise, I get to draw
I
one.
have to. What
You
the
have.
fuck?
That's the outrage. That's because think about it like this, right? In the world of the game, there was some sympathy coming up, right?
I know, but I should be able to get to choose to let you draw the card instead of giving it to you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you maybe
Like-
no, but that's where it balances, because for me, I only have 10 warriors max that also get used towards
Okay,
my
okay.
officers. So yeah, it just is how it, you know.
Enjoy my quick win, my card for winning quick. That was dumb.
Okay, so I just did a quest and I realized it says 1 victory point per quest
Wait,
card.
could I
Is
have
that
given
just-
you a bird card, Warner?
It says matching. Let's see. When a player removes sympathy, it moves anywhere it's in clearing.
Because none of the tiles are bird. So
And that player
goes
must
like a wild
add a
card?
matching card from their hand.
if the bird is a wild card, then isn't it matching?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, then I'd take that one.
Okay, what's the difference between battle and strike?
Strike is remove a free piece. There's no battle. You just get rid of one. And battle is you have to roll the dice.
And if I strike an enemy, do they go hostile?
I think so. Let's see. What unless it says.
In battle.
Yeah, let me check.
Interesting. I guess, yeah, if this crossbow bolt comes shooting out from some little sneaky guy and I don't ever even see him, how would I
Yeah,
know?
relationships. Let's see. If you ever remove a warrior, place its faction relationship in hostile. And Garrett, it's not
Okay.
like somebody being hostile to you, besides like one of us being like, I'm gonna try to attack Garrett. It's not like you lose points. It's not like you know, take extra damage.
I'm
like there's-
ruffling.
you
I'm
know.
ruffling feathers.
Yeah,
and,
but that's
you know,
that's kind of you know
just
that's all.
I'm just a people pleaser, man.
well, you know.
Okay, I think that's all I want to do. So that's that, and then yeah, evening. So draw a card.
Oh, I forgot to get rid of my wood.
Oh yeah, if you used them.
Yeah, I used one. Of them.
Yeah. All right.
And that's that.
Okay, so now it's my turn again.
Yeah, and Charlie, just another thing. Outrage, when a player removes sympathy or moves any warrior into a sympathetic clearing.
Okay, so if I move into...
If you move this person here, you give me a
Well,
card.
even if I
these
already
guys
have
there.
these guys here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it!
Oh, I think I
Janie's
need
here.
to remove a card.
Yeah, if you move them in, because, you know, you're marching your troops into a sympathetic clearing, which is going to make the people outraged. And a few of those people are going to go, hey, I'm going to go join that Woodland Alliance. Like, that's kind of how it, you know, so you're this big military power just marching through the forest, cutting down trees, you know.
Yeah, I think you've sold yourself short, Warner. I think you're gonna...
No,
fuck me
where
up.
I got confused, I thought I could only place one sympathy. So I was like, how am I ever going to build up? I'm going to place one, you're going to destroy it. Place one, destroy it. And now I
you
realized,
placing these three, and now I'm...
I
sitting
realized
there,
I could
like,
place
not-
three and was like, oh, that's
not
not
having as much fun as I thought I was gonna have before we... When you were, like, getting ready to quit, I was like, no, let's keep going. And now I'm looking at this, like...
Sorry, that's right. It's not Janie. Not Janie. Not Janie.
Yeah, not Jamie. Okay, so I placed my wood. Now I'm gonna craft. So basically,
Alright, turn.
I don't really have to do anything.
As
right?
long as you have,
I have a workshop.
Workshop and a
I
bunny
have-
clearing.
I have a workshop and a bunny clearing.
Yep.
Right?
You craft this
here.
boot. So,
So then I get
moves
the
down
boot
into-
and a victory point.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright,
and then now I can use this.
You
right?
can't use it. Garrett can come
Oh,
up
it's
and
just
take
for
it
him.
from you. That's really it.
Oh,
It's to get the
Oh.
points. It's to get the victory points.
yeah, I see.
Or for Garrett to
I
come
see.
take
I did want the victory points, but I thought I was going to be able to use it as well, but that's okay. Okay, so then I guess I will... March. Select both of these. Oh my god. These guys into here. And then march this guy. Okay, wait.
So you did one march.
I did
of the
one
two.
march, so that's one action. That's what I needed.
Well, a march is two
Keeping track
moves.
of. Yeah, 2 moves.
So you
So
did
I did
two
one
moves?
move. I did one move by moving these 2 into here, and then
Yep.
I'm gonna move this guy into here.
So then
I have to give you a
me a
card.
fox card, and if you don't, I get to
Or a
draw.
bird.
Or sure.
So, I mean, I'm gonna then battle you now
Okay.
for my second action. So then I have to give you another card if I win, right?
Yeah, and I'm remembering that when a card is
So that's really
defenseless, when a token is defenseless like this, you get a +1 to your attack anyway. So like you don't even need to roll because you're gonna destroy it, and I can't hit back.
Okay, but so if I move in and attack you, though, I have to give you 2 cards. That's how this works. It's not.
Yep. When a
Tapped.
player removes sympathy or moves any warriors. Yeah. So that's kind of why you have to be careful about like how much you're attacking me, because you're gonna like burn every card in your hand. Which again, when there's the Eerie here as well, it's like now you have another enemy, but you know, in this.
Yeah. Well, so I destroy this sympathy then, and I give you another card.
Okay.
And then I'm going to build with my last action. Which wood do I have? 4. So we build another workshop. Where do I have workshops? Bunny, mouse. Let's build it here. Get one in the fox, and then I get 2 points.
Okay. And then that uses both
That-
your wood.
Yeah, it uses both of these woods.
Okay.
And then
It's evening, right?
yeah, now it's evening, and I get a card. Okay, it's my
Okay.
turn.
All right. So, supporters. Oh, I have to discard. Okay, so I can only have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let me check. I don't know how I'm supposed to like do this. I guess I'll just keep them in my hand and just keep them separated because I'm annoying to have to.
What?
My supporters.
supporters?
Yeah,
Oh,
just because
yeah.
if they're supposed to be, I guess I don't know if they're supposed to be. Let me see.
I mean, you can't play once you put them in there. You can't take them back and play them, so it doesn't. Right?
Well,
So it doesn't really matter.
It
if
does
we see
matter
what-
though because you could
Oh,
see.
because we could see the suit,
And you
yeah.
might be like, oh, he's got a lot of fox cards. I better make sure to, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that part of the strategy.
Yeah.
If I have bird cards, I probably don't want to give them to you because then you can use them for whatever.
Yeah. But okay, so I gotta double check these dominance cards because that's what I like. I'm not. But...
Yeah, I mean, I just know I started with control of 3 foxes, so I was like, well, once I get to 10, if I already have this, like,
Yeah.
but so I was trying to hold on to it for a quick win, but it's not gonna happen now that I realized how I have to deal with you.
Okay, so spend 2 supporters, matching a sympathy. Okay, so. Wait, no, I need to discard them. Okay, we're gonna discard this. Okay. So I'm gonna build. I'm gonna
Wait,
use.
so when I destroy a sympathy warner, you get it back down here, and then
I think I can get more points from it. Yeah.
oh god.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Let's see. I can place 1 again. I have to revolt first if I do want to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to revolt. We're going to revolt 2 of these here to make my mouse space. And in making my mouse space, we are revolting. So I spend 2 supporters matching a sympathetic clearing, which there's sympathy here, there's a mouse space now. And I remove all enemy pieces there. So your kitties are bye-bye.
Okay.
And then the sympathy removed. I place it. And then I place a warrior in my officer's box. Okay, and now I need to decide
Power move.
if I want to do more sympathy. I'm not sure if I want to. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I think the sympathy removes. Oh no.
Not gonna lie, Warner, your faction is confusing.
I know.
There's a lot of ins and outs and what have yous.
Yeah. Sympathetic. Okay, so that's the only mouse there. Sympathy. I'm just trying to figure out if the sympathy stays there or if the sympathy also gets removed. Because I think that that kind of like changes, you know, I guess it doesn't.
Where does it?
Well, because here it's talking about replacing it with a base, but then on the photos, the sympathy stays. But I think this should be a base in the drawing. It's not a, you know? That makes sense. Okay, I think we're just going to leave that there, and then I think I'm going to... I'm moving into my bird song, my daylight, sorry. So I revolted with bird song. And then I'm going to go into my daylight. Have to do that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna train, no. Oh, whoops, the recruit comes up later, sorry. Start that. Train. Spend a card from hand matching a build base to place a warrior in the officer box. Okay, so I am gonna train another officer. I'm gonna spend this card for my supporter. These are both okay. I'm gonna mobilize. I'm gonna put 1 card into my supporter, and then we're going into evening, so I do my military operations. I get 2 of them based on my officers, so I can move, recruit, battle, or organize. So I have 2 officers. I'm just going to place 2 warriors at my base here. We are going to leave that, and then I'm going to draw. Now I get to draw 2 cards because I have a base. Okay, that's my turn.
Right. Raccoon Man, you're up.
All right, Raccoon Man.
Alrighty. So when I slip, so I have a few questions. When I slip, does it have to be adjacent? Like, could I, for example, move from here to here?
No, you can only slip between clearings
along the path,
or
into you can
the...
slip into this forest.
Yeah.
Or this forest.
Cool. Let's see 1 second.
So yeah, you could slip into this forest and then use your boot that you have.
No, the boot is only good between clearings. So he could slip to a clearing.
And it says not into forest. Couldn't he move out of the forest using the boot?
Let's see.
Otherwise, how does he get out of the forest? Only slipping.
He slips at the start of his turn. Yeah.
Oh.
And do I have to be in a spot with another player to give that player aid?
It either has to be a clearing, like for me, it can be with one of my sympathy. Or yeah, they have to have like tokens.
If I had a building there, no warriors, I think you could aid me. But if it's got nothing in it, then I don't. Like, for example, this clearing over here that none of us, or I guess I forgot I had a warrior there. This one, if you had moved into that one, I don't think you could aid either of us.
And I can just play my cards whenever?
You can craft them. So depending on what's on the bottom half of the card.
Oh,
doesn't it need
right.
this hammer?
But
Yeah,
if I don't, like, if it doesn't have any requirements, it just says like, for
just
example,
show me. I think it might make it easier.
yeah, this one, for example, code breakers. Once in daylight, you may look at another player's cards. There's no requirement. I can just do that, right? Just
No.
play it.
So for this one, let's see. When crafting, all hammers match your place. How does this one work? Hold on, let me check. Because yeah, it's just a little
I think he
different.
needs a hammer.
Oh, exhaust blank number of hammers equal in number to the suits shown on a card's crafting cost. So, and you have to be in that matching clearing. So for this, you would have to use one hammer in a mouse clearing. If you had 2 or 3, you'd have to use that many hammers.
Okay. Gotcha. That is. Need some more hammers. All right. All right. Well, then in that case, and the only way for me to get items are ruins and stealing or aiding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, I was trying to look up the double check.
Or I guess if you had hammers already and you had an item, you could craft your own item. If you had a card, right?
If you're in a forest, you may only move into an adjacent clearing. So yeah, so if you did slip into the forest, you could move into a clearing. So you could like slip here, move here, for example.
Okay.
If you use the boot, obviously.
Okay. Then I'm going to do slip here, move here, and exhaust my boot. Exhaust my torch to explore this.
There you go.
I have a hammer!
There you go.
That's what. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna give Charlie aid so I can get that item.
Take your boot.
And
For the clearing, that's a bunny card, right?
No, this was not.
Okay,
a bunny
it has to
card.
be a bunny card, Garrett, because it has to match. It has to match the clearing,
Do you have a bunny card?
or a bird.
Hey, hey!
I think that was the one I just showed, right? It's
I didn't look
mouse?
at what it was. I just saw.
Wait, so there's mouse, bunny, and bird?
Yeah,
Mouse,
yellow,
bunny, fox, and
orange, or
bird.
red. So we're
Oh
looking
man,
for
that really
yellow or
just
blue.
threw me for a loop, huh? All right, okay, well never mind then. Tanasia,
I'll take my boot back.
take your
then.
boot back.
Take that boot back.
On it.
Hey, I wanted to give it to you, but
She could have. Okay,
Oh
but I can craft now on this workshop. Now that I have a hammer.
So you can craft an item, and
And I
as
can do
long
any
as
item?
you're
It-
in
as long
the
as it's
clearing,
a
a
it
bunny,
needs one bunny.
it would be one bunny because you have one hammer and you're in a bunny clearing.
Oh, so I need to exhaust a card.
Yeah.
Well, can't do that. Little rules they make up. Then that's it. think that's all I can do. All right. I'm gonna draw a card. I think I have to discard a card as well. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Go.
Okay, is that it?
Okay. That is it.
All right, I get my wood. And then, let's see. Then I'm going to build a workshop, 3 wood. It's just all 3 of these. That's 1 action. I'm gonna build again a recruiter. So that's 2 actions. I've got, let's see, 3, 4 points for that. 2, 3, 4. And then my last action, I will recruit. So I get 1 per.
Yeah, 1 in each recruiter spot.
And then draw 1 card plus 1 card. Okay. Draw 1 card, and that's my turn.
Okay, let's see. So
I have a question quick about some of these cards that I craft that don't give me items, but they say like in birdsong or once in daylight. Like, do I have to craft it?
yeah, you
I
still have
craft
to
it
craft
here
it
in
to be able to-
in daylight, and then what do
It-
I? Then
I think
just-
it takes-
Oh,
I mean-
then I see crafted improvements.
Yeah,
I
it
see.
kind of
So
takes.
then I put it there.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
it's
okay.
different types of things that can be persistent bonuses.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, Riley's here. Hello.
Hello. Okay, let's see. Spend
We're playing
2
Root.
supporters.
I think we've all finally gotten to the point where we at least understand our
I think so.
factions.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So,
I
okay,
can't
I'm
believe
gonna
anybody like
sympathy.
can know all of these roles. Just kidding.
Man, imagine
Um,
coming up with this. You
Oh
know,
my
like
God.
that's what always blows my mind with really complex board games. It's just somebody had to come up with this shit and then play test it and tweak and
Yeah. Okay, so I spread sympathy, and now I trained. I deal to new warrior in the officer's box. I'm gonna mobilize 1 card there, and then I'm going to. So now I get 3 actions because I have 3 warriors. So
because of your
Let's-
3 officers, those give you
Yeah.
actions.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna recruit. And then, sorry, so I recruited 1. Let's see, I can recruit 1 warrior. I'm gonna do a 2nd warrior here, my 2nd move, and then I think I'm going to just move 1 of them down here. And then that is gonna be my turn. I draw 2 cards. All right, Garrett, you're up.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go.
Garrett, we gotta watch out for Charlie. He's already at 10 points, and he's probably gonna try to take that dominate
Oh, you
card,
know what? I
which
didn't
could
do.
just.
Hold on. So, sorry. I keep forgetting to use my victory points. I think I only forgot the last one, which I did explore, and I think that's all I did.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna slip into.
Strike him.
This-
Come on, strike him, Garrett. Start taking him out.
Oh, I'm fine. We're chilling. There's place for you in my kingdom, Garrett.
Nah, I'm pretty sure this game's gonna be
He's-
over because Charlie's gonna pull that domination card and then just win on his turn after that. So if we don't try to do something, just because I don't know, I think it was a mistake still not playing as the Eerie with the cats. I'm realizing,
Yeah.
or I think maybe Garrett being the vagabond is also part. Like I think like the vagabond and the alliance is the problem because they're just both too small. I think
I just don't have anybody that's like push. I mean, you're annoying.
This is not. Yeah.
but
I
you're
think
not pushing
what we
back
should
on
have
me
done
enough
is
to-
we should have done Cat Eerie Alliance.
Or I mean, I think you just need Cat and Eerie, and then the third player could do either Alliance or Vagabond. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I think that's where I feel like this game is not really going to,
I think you guys missed what I just did.
What'd you do?
You didn't say what you did.
Look at my board.
Oh, you're attacking me.
I already struck one of your characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you can
That's-
attack him some more. Try to clear him out of this clearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because why not?
I mean, at this
He's already
point-
hostile now.
You used one.
Well, he used the
I'm gonna use
strike,
one.
right?
Oh, you used your crossbow. I see.
Yeah, I use my crossbow to
Yeah.
strike you.
Roll. I see.
So just
now
automatically
you're gonna-
remove you.
No, yeah, Riley, it is. It's like a whole bunch of games. They're all board games like this. I mean, it's crazy how many games they have. It's pretty awesome. All right, Garrett, come on, battle. Roll those dice,
Okay.
baby. Oh,
Oh dang.
so you
So I
take
gotta
out
remove
one of
3
his warriors and you damage. You have 3 items get
3
damaged.
items.
This one gets
Okay,
used.
well,
I remove all of my warriors.
No, you remove 1.
Oh,
I
isn't it 3?
even though I
and
got
three?
Garrett,
3.
you can also damage.
Yeah, he got 3.
Hey,
Yeah,
3 and
so
3.
you get. Let me see. Let me double check if it's. The Vagabond's maximum rolled hits equal his undamaged face up or undamaged swords face up or down. So you can get 2 hits max, Garrett. So sorry, this is where we were. You used your attack. You rolled a 3, so you get 2 hits because you have 2 swords. So you kill 2 of his
so-
warriors.
Kills 2 of my warriors, and he takes 3.
And now you have to
Items.
discard 3 items. So you can discard spent items. So like if you wanted to
Okay.
save this, you'll only get 1 hit if you attack him again. Yeah, they've got like Catan. I mean, they've got all sorts of big games as well.
I mean, they're not original. Well, they're original to the people who made them, but they're not.
Yeah,
Like,
it's all like
They're not
established
made for
games.
tabletop. It's
Yeah.
like people just make mods to put real board games into here, but they've got all kinds of stuff too, like chess and
Garrett
checkers
attacks
and all the
again.
simple stuff.
Going again.
Okay, so now only 1. So you take out one of his, and
So I took out.
you still have to damage 1 item. But yeah, I mean, you just
Okay.
can damage the sword that you just
Okay.
used.
Cool. And then I'm gonna move into allied territory.
Come on, Garrett, let's get this guy.
And then
Well,
I think I can just
I mean,
give you.
I don't have
this.
any items, so you can't aid me at the moment.
I can't just like get the thing.
No, you can't just because
Shoot,
that's
okay.
kind of I think. I mean, as far as
And-
well, let me double check. But
And
I'm,
none of my actions got any. Oh wait, no, I just did battle with him and remove what 4 of his
yeah,
pieces?
yeah. So score 1 per hostile piece removed. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
that was a pretty good overall. The fact that you managed to take out all 4, you lost a bunch. You damaged some weapons, but
It's okay. I just got to get into a clearing and repair them all.
yeah. Let me double check on the aid because
feel like he's probably gotta have an item to give him, otherwise.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
maybe
so.
not. But
I can't use damage or spent items for quests, right?
Uh,
Because I have to spend them.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Wait. The 4 cards or the 5 cards that I can have, it says discard down to 5 cards.
Not
that does
these
not
two.
include
No,
these.
those are just the little.
Dude,
walkthrough
I've been
guides.
discarding.
Oh
Been
no!
discarding. That's a bummer.
Oh.
Well, here we go. It's a fresh start of a new day.
I think I'm probably gonna just win here anyway, though.
Well, I think it's. Let's see. You play this during daylight, so you have to wait till your next turn to be able to win, which could easily happen. But
Even though I've got workshops here and
yeah,
stuff, I
yeah.
still
Read the thing.
control this.
If you have at least 10 points, play during daylight. You win if you control 3 at start of Birdsong. So your Birdsong passes, you play this card, and you now have to wait until your next turn.
Oh, I see. You've got to control it for the duration of the card.
Is there any way to stop him?
Yeah, we can try to go in and take out what he's got here, but 1, 2, 3. I mean, yeah, he. Actually, no, he doesn't rule this one because my sympathy, but
I
that
have
could
3.
change. No, I know you have 4 currently, but maybe
yeah,
on
but
my turn
only
I
need
can.
3.
Yeah, maybe on my turn though something can change. We'll see.
Yeah,
That's
let's see.
And I can't remove any of his structures, right?
no, I think you can.
How do you do that?
You just
with
attack
the
them.
strike?
Yeah,
Oh,
you would
you
need
just
your
attack.
swords.
Yeah, he didn't
Well, your
have any
strike
attack
could
left. He used his strike in both attacks. He didn't have any attacks left, and then he moved out. So
No, yeah, I'm just saying if these
But in
pieces
theory.
weren't damaged, in theory, yes.
in theory,
Dude,
he
this
could've-
is honestly really hard to play any cards as the Vagabond because you need hammers, and I have 1 hammer.
Well, yeah, that's part of I'm sure this other clearing could have one. Also, you're hoping that we build them and you come get them from us.
Yeah, and I've been
Yeah.
kind of screwed out of actually being able to craft stuff because every time I move, I've burned so many cards giving them to Warner to just move into his territory that that took away my opportunity to craft stuff potentially for you.
Yeah.
Well, and now
Gotcha.
we're enemies anyway, so this boot is,
I could still steal it.
That's true.
All right, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so I get my wood. And then let's see. I'm going to build a recruiter, and then I'm going to recruit twice. So 2 there. 2 there.
You get 2 pieces every time you recruit.
No, I get 1, but I'm recruiting twice with my last 2 actions. I get 1 per recruiter per time I recruit. So I'm using 2 actions to recruit twice, so I can get
Oh,
2 on each recruiter. And then I get 2 victory points, and I get to draw 2 cards now in my evening. And that's my turn. Oh, I guess I had to do this in daylight, but I talked about it and I just didn't do this. But
I vote to give it to you.
and I technically
play
didn't. I didn't put these in my hand yet for evening.
Yeah, so
it's
now,
still
Charlie,
daylight.
you don't have anything to do with points. You just need to control 3.
Do I lose if I fail this?
No, this is the only way you can win now. That might change if you want to
I
do that.
see.
It's up to you. The only way you can win is by getting the 3 fox.
No, I'm just gonna go for it and see if I
I
can
mean,
win.
you
now.
probably will. I think we just don't have a good setup with,
I'm hoping my. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to come in here and kill me, or something, but I'm hoping my recruiting did enough. So
Okay, well, let's see. So I can spread sympathy.
So you control those spots when you have warriors there, or when you have spots when you have like
Well,
things.
both.
So we would have to kill all your warriors and get rid of your structures to be able to remove you from that spot.
That's
that right?
how I understand
Yeah,
it.
yeah. As far as I know, the tokens count towards.
Oh, not Janie. I think if you were modded, I think it saves it, doesn't it? If you're in like mod mode.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the only way I know of that it. There might even be extensions though, because I mean, there's extensions like Better Twitch TV that add all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if Better Twitch TV in the settings for that Chrome extension, if you can save the chat, or if you can. There might be a separate extension that could save the chat. Yeah.
Okay, so spend 2 for sympathy. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I guess at this point, it's worth.
Man, if I would have known how quickly this could have gotten out of hand, I would have attacked Charlie earlier.
That's what I
honestly.
told you, and you didn't listen.
Well, I didn't know he was gonna like freaking.
I told you he's very
I
strong.
didn't realize I was an Imperial force. What are you
I
doing?
said he's
Yeah.
very strong. We have to attack him, and you just decided against it.
Well, I was nervous. I didn't want to make
Whatever, I'm
enemies.
just gonna put that there.
And that was a mistake.
And now look what you've done. You made an enemy regardless.
Okay, so we're gonna use that for my
So
sympathy.
if I'm allied with you, can I win from your domination?
No, you
Like,
lose
hey,
too.
you're my ally.
Craft using
I
sympathy,
win.
mobilize. Okay, well, we're gonna put these in my mobilize, and then you can spend a card.
I got a critique of this game. I feel like the area designations was a step too much.
What do you mean?
Like designating one clearing as a fox clearing, one clearing as a mouse clearing.
Ugh.
I feel like you didn't need that. I feel like it could have done fine without it. Controversial thought.
Yeah, maybe should have kept that one in the drafts.
Yeah, I'll think next time I say a thought like that.
I'm just kidding. I don't know
know.
if I can't say I agree or disagree with you because we played the game for like an hour in earnest. So. Oh, not Janie. She spoke about a certain someone. So. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I think their chances
Okay.
of becoming a mod.
Since this
dwindled
is like
then,
the only
yeah.
thing I can do to maybe not be losing the game, and I'm still learning, I'm taking a step back. I put down the sympathy, but I'm realizing that was pointless. I'm actually going to just not do that, and not do anything in my first bird song instead. I'm gonna go into daylight. I mobilize 2 cards, and then I'm gonna use one of these cards to train instead, because otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I mean, and then we are going to go into my night.
I'm sorry, if not Janie. If the rule is Bible thump, then you're just gonna
Ooh,
have to
okay.
Bible thump about it.
All right, well, here goes nothing. I'm gonna move these 3 here,
All right, baby, let's go. Bring it on.
and we're going to battle.
Yes.
Literally, okay, so that's basically okay. Garrett, I mean, the only shot we have is if I can attack
Let's
here
go.
again. If you can kill one of these warriors, we'll have this contested, because I still have 2 moves left. So I'm gonna move 1 here and then attack this guy, because if I don't clear him, it's game over at this point.
Yeah.
So okay, we kill each other.
Okay, so you clear one of my fox tiles.
So now, Garrett, the literal only chance, but you have like no weapons, so because they're all damaged. So
Oh shoot.
we might as well
wait.
just stop. This did not
Oh,
work
let's
out.
give it to
Dang.
him. Well, okay, we can declare me the winner.
I mean, there's nothing Garrett can do. He can't.
So if you needed me
Oh,
to
all of
move
his weapons
into
are
this.
dead.
All of his weapons
Oh,
are broken. I just think
Can't even attack me.
I feel like there was a mistake in the setup that just did not make this a
for
fun.
sure. But,
Like,
but I'll take my win still, undefeated. Thank you.
So you would have needed me to move into that spot
and try
then
to kill
also
one of his.
try to kill them, and then he would have had.
Well, you would have had to kill 2 warriors and both my buildings, right? Or no, you would have.
No, he just would have had to kill
destroy the
one
buildings?
warrior to balance. Because one, you would have had 3, I would
I
have had
see.
3.
Oh,
I
because
see.
I have 4 and you have. Oh,
I mean,
okay, I still have
but if I-
control.
But if I just move into there, it
No,
doesn't do anything.
wait.
Well, there's something about building a coalition that says 4.
Yeah, I
but he
don't
can
know.
play a dominance card to form a coalition with the player. other
Yeah,
than
that's
himself
just he
below
picked
score.
someone to like buddy up with to try to help them get there.
Oh, he can make a coalition with a hostile faction.
Yeah, I just don't know if him being in there changes the makeup of the.
Well, you don't have a it's only if you have a dominance card played.
No, that's not. I'm talking about being dominant in it.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, it doesn't apply there. But Gary, you could share the win if on your turn here, you join a coalition with me. Come on, buddy.
No, it says
I've been telling you there's a place in my
in
kingdom.
games
the
of
whole
4 or
time.
more, he can't in this 3-player.
Well, in spirit, we're in a coalition. You can share the win with me, Garrett.
So that's literally like, I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean the game's over. I
really
think we.
yeah. I'm gonna move here and make a coalition with Charlie and
But that's
win
not.
in
I
spirit.
mean, whatever. Sure, that's not how it works, but that's okay.
It's fine. That's how we're playing this. It's already over.
GG.
Oh, what the heck? Somebody banned me from chat.
Oh, weird. It's almost like you were trying to circumvent a very
I didn't
specific
say
rule.
a name. I didn't say a name. I just asked who played Sherlock Holmes. I was talking about Robert Downey Jr.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It got answered in chat.
It was just 30
Thanks,
seconds.
not Janie. I agree. I don't see how that was.
Mods
That
are
was
going
not fair.
rogue. Okay. I'll talk to that mod that did that. I'll have a discussion with that mod.
Yeah, I think next time we play, we need to have a better setup of the teams because these 2 factions. Oh yeah, scenarios. Let's see.
Yeah, I would imagine this is not.
No, come look at my screen. This is where we messed up. We messed up right away.
What?
3 players. You should use marquee. I mean, I guess you can use whatever you want, but it's gonna make a severely unbalanced game, especially for us newbies. You're supposed to use cat, bird, and vagabond, or cat, bird, alliance, or bird, alliance, vagabond, but not the one thing that we did, which was cat. Because I think it's just because the alliance and the vagabond are too small and the cat is so big. If the cat is in the game, you need the mouse.
We probably should have realized it the second I started putting a cat on every tile.
Well, that's kind of what I said
clearing.
early on, and then we were like, let's just try it, and then it was like, oh no, it didn't.
Well, I wanted to play.
To be fair, I think if you hadn't, if this dominance card hadn't showed up,
Yeah, I think that we were all new enough that we at least could have played it. I mean, I
we
was
played it
pulling
out a
away,
bit.
and I kind of realized too, no one was gonna threaten me. I did a little mental math here with how many clearing spots I have to build, and was like, if I just keep spam building, I'll get enough points here.
Yeah.
Before
Also,
anybody's
I mean, I
big
will
enough to
say, if
threaten
my
me.
one
So,
role didn't come up zero. If it had been this,
yeah,
like the
that's
fact
true.
that it was 0-0 was a pretty like fuck you. If I had gotten a 3-0, like boom, boom, boom. Okay, you don't get to win. So that was just kind of there was already a bad setup.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, we have an auto night bot.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Oh, it even got. Wow. Okay, Nightbot is good.
Hold on. I
like-
have a scenario I wanna explore.
Okay, go ahead, Garrett.
So I realized that I have this ambush card. So
No, I know. I put in a bunch of things that people might try to sneak by with.
Oh, you put that in. I thought
put in a
Nightbot
ton
was
of-
just being smart.
Okay,
so
that's
all
true.
right,
Hold
so
on one sec, Garrett. Janie did say, bitch, which maybe that one's okay. Maybe that one will be okay. I can't.
I mean, it
I
is
don't wanna,
kind of talking shit.
It
but-
is talking shit. I don't want to do it right now because it's gonna take me a minute to fix it. So we'll just don't say it again because. Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. That yeah. You're close enough that I think it could be allowed.
It's
because
good to
you're
have
talking
someone
mad
like
shit.
Janie in here to like push the boundaries of our rules.
Yeah,
or at least of
exactly.
that rule.
Of that
I'm glad she's the
specific
type of
rule.
person to push the boundary on some of the other
Yeah,
ones.
I'm happy
but-
she's not pushing the hate speech rule or the. All right,
that-
Garrett,
that'd
what's
be a
up? What were you trying to ask?
okay, I don't know if this would have actually done it.
I mean, it is
I'm
still
try-
in a way
so-
your turn. Like,
Yeah,
if there's
but,
something we realize won't end the game.
So
I mean, we
He
might still
can-
just be delaying the inevitable.
I know.
but
So
yeah.
like, hold on. So he controls a clearing if he even has one warrior in it.
Yeah.
or a building.
And how many clearings do you have to control for the domination victory?
Well, I don't know if it's different for different ones, but this one says
Three, which that doesn't feel like a
free
lot,
fox. Well,
Okay.
there's one.
Oh, it's 3 fox.
but- I mean,
okay,
there's 12,
then never mind.
so there's 4 of each.
But there's only you have to own all of them but one.
Well, it doesn't matter. I found out that I had an ambush card, but it's only for mouse, and I was like, oh, hold on, can I take out one of your mouse spots and win? But no.
Oh,
it's
the
gotta be
ambush
fox.
is only if you're the defender. You can make them lose a few. So yeah, I mean, ultimately,
Oh,
you know,
I see.
ultimately it was just kind of a tough setup that, you know,
Yeah.
paired with, I mean, the worst possible roll in the biggest possible moment. You know, which like if
That's
not,
why I'm gonna say, even though it was unbalanced, I won fair and square.
I don't know if I'd say you won.
I didn't. Yeah,
I wouldn't say it
mean-
was necessarily fair. I think it was way
it
too
was
unbalanced.
unbalanced.
It was way too unbalanced, but you
It
won.
can be fair and unbalanced. We're not, Fox News might say fair and balanced, but this could be fair and unbalanced. It's possible.
you know,
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive,
Maybe.
right?
you know, yeah, we'll let you have this one. Next time we play, we'll take a better look at this scenarios card that has, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was still fun though. It was still fun.
I mean, I'm definitely down to play again once we got rolling.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys
then-
want to just start another game, or do you like another game of this? I mean, we have like another hour. Do you want to do that? I don't know how long. Burgle Bros might be longer than an hour. I mean, I'd be down to just start another one and see what happens, but you know, I don't know if I want to.
down for whatever.
I don't know if I want to try to learn any new factions, but I'm gonna look at Burgle Bros. I'm gonna see if we can do like a smaller game because I think we
I
can.
know Garrett's camera makes my camera look even shittier than it is by comparison. My
Okay.
camera really sucks.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do a 3-player Burgle Bros. Let's see how far we get. We'll just do a 2-4.
I totally forgot how to play this,
Don't worry.
but okay.
You'll remember once we start. I'm gonna build the board here. So this game, we are all. Oh, it's okay. So now we can pick our characters. I guess it auto assigned us characters, so like we can just stick with them, or we can.
Oh, that okay. Now my brain is already like.
Here, so
neurons
Charlie,
are
I'm gonna make
firing.
you this color. Garrett, I'm
Neurons
gonna
are
make you this
firing.
color.
Connections are being made to the past.
Oh, I see now.
So yeah, so we reveal these floors. You move around. You have like actions that you do. all that shit. You collect stuff. We're trying to get the diamonds and whatnot. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So if you guys want to look, these are the other characters. All their little tokens are here, and there's two sides of them as well. There's an advanced version and a normal version.
I remember now. You played as like the advanced version, or somebody did.
Somebody did. I think maybe Garrett did. Is this Raven?
I think I did. I think I was.
Yeah, I think we should just play as the normal ones. That's for sure. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna be the acrobat. Move into a tile with a guard as a free action, and don't use a stealth. Must leave before the guard moves or lose a stealth. But that sounds fun. So I'm gonna replace my. So if you guys remember some of the basics, yeah, we're a team of burglars trying to burgle this office building, I guess, not a bank in this version. It's an office building, and there's some guards running around that we got to look out for. We each have these 3 stealth tokens. If a guard walks into our spot, we lose a stealth token. If we lose all 3, it's game over, baby. And we're trying to find a safe that's going to have numbers in it that we have to kind of reveal by revealing floor tiles to get the loot and then escape. So you guys pick your characters while I'm looking at the board here, making sure. I mean, it's all prepared.
Oh yeah, Garrett, I think you did the Raven.
I was the
right?
Raven.
Yeah, with the advance, you were like placing this bird around.
I thought she looked like Shigo, and I was like, this is like.
She does look like.
I gotta. That and just like straight up just Raven from Teen Titans. So it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let.
Yeah,
the game
Garrett, we played this one with
control my fate.
Danny as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just gonna let the game control my fate. I'm playing the hacker.
Cool.
All right. What is the juicer says? As a free action, you may create an alarm. What does an alarm do?
The alarm sets off a thing that forces the guard to move to it and disarm it before they can follow what's on. Because what happens is we just roll things with the guards, and then they just are kind of forced to move to specific spots. Yeah. But if you set off alarms,
I remember now. But the alarm doesn't make us lose the stealth token. It's just a trigger for the guard to go deactivate it.
That's right. Yeah.
And how many actions do we have?
So you have 4 actions on your turn. If you guys look over here at the Oh wait, real quick, let's choose a tile to start it. What tile do we want to start in?
I'm gonna do the rigger. So I'll start with the dynamite.
Nice.
I am machete.
Yeah, Seattle's great.
We start here on this one. I don't know. I think it has. I don't know if it has to be on the outside, but.
Danny, you went to high school with us too, so you could mention that as well. Yeah, and your wedding.
And
too,
Janie's wedding.
Warner's wedding. that Janie didn't get a chance to go to it.
I'm gonna pick this token. This is our first one. Okay, so we don't set off an alarm, but after our first action we do. So we're gonna have to move out of this if we
An unfortunate place to start. Why did you pick that one, Warner?
Because nobody else was doing anything. I asked you guys, no one answered, so we picked it. So this is where we're starting, right in here. And then we need to reveal the guards patrol, reveal their new destination. Oh, whoops, place guard. Okay, that's where the guard starts. Tease. We flipped our tile. Reveal. Okay, so now we reveal his next tile. Okay, so he's gonna move over here. It's gonna take him. Has 2 turns of movement, so he'll only get to here. So that's a good thing to start, unless after our first turns we stay in the alarm.
Oh, I need to get the dynamite card. I start with the dynamite.
Wait, can I just move in?
Yeah, this one right here. We're all starting there.
So I'm just gonna search through here.
Yeah, just search through the tools. All right. When was the last time you guys took money out of a bank? That's who we determine goes first.
Like cash? When's the last time I got cash?
Yeah. I cannot remember the last time
I went to a Twins game and I got
money 2 hours ago.
Oh, it might have been me.
When? Tell us.
It was
like 6 weeks ago for me.
Yeah, it was only a couple weeks ago for me. I had to take out money for Liv's tattoo.
The fact that I can't even remember the last time I took out cash makes me think Garrett goes first, and then we'll just go in a line from left to right. So Garrett, Charlie, me.
Okay.
Wait, so I'm sorry. The actions.
The actions. So let me get up to the actions. On your action, you take 4 turns, or 4 things you can do on each turn. You can peek at a tile that's adjacent. So
Warnie, you got money 2 hours ago.
No, Janie's lying. You can.
She freaking got
So
me.
basically, you can flip a token for free. Okay. You can move. You can hack a computer. So you add a hack token. You have to be in the. I mean, we can't really do any of this yet. You can add a die to a safe. You can crack the safe. So. Really,
that's right.
Really, all we can do at this moment is move. And
peek and move.
Peek and move.
So you can peek at 1 for free, and then it costs an action to peek further, or can
no. So sorry, you peek without moving into it. Let's say it's an alarm. You don't set it off. You just see what it is.
Right, but you said that's free. Can you do
sorry,
it again?
I meant like you can see. You can
it
reveal the card.
Not,
but not trigger it. I guess is what I should have said. So yeah, ignore the free.
Yeah, that's confusing me.
All right, so our goal right now is just to find the safe. So
that's correct. So
peek that way.
Okay, so all right, foyer, just normal. So you can move in here and you're fine. Now the guard, I'm realizing it's after Garrett's turn. The guard is going to get triggered to come to this alarm, which kind of sucks.
Not quite true because I'm in there, right? I don't trigger alarms.
Did you not trigger fingerprint, laser, or motion? What kind of alarm is it? It's a laser. Oh yeah, sweet. So Garrett, you don't.
I'm not gonna move, and I'm gonna take this chance to just like peek.
Okay, sure.
Peek
camera.
there.
If guard on any camera, trigger an alarm. Okay. So some of these are like camera tiles. If the guard's also in there, he can see. But you can't. That's a wall there.
Oh yeah, and that goes across. Doesn't this one go across like
upstairs too?
Doors?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, any camera.
So Garrett, if you use 2, oh what?
Sorry, 4 actions. Right?
Oh no, this is upstairs. So this is a separate floor. We're on the first floor here. This is second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so ignore that. So you're basically, if you don't want to move and trigger that alarm, you'll pull an event card and follow its text because you've only used 2 actions. So draw the top one, flip it, and we read it. Jump the gun, skip the next player's turn, including guard movement. That's actually kind of helpful for us because it sucks for Charlie, but the guard's not moving and getting close to us.
Thanks, Garrett. I'm having fun.
So
glad.
Acrobat. I may move into a tile with a guard.
Yes,
as a
it
free
is
action.
Cosmic justice. My fair balance.
Yeah. So okay, 2 actions to enter or trigger alarm. Yeah, got it. Well, see now, because if I'm
manifesting us all splitting a Powerball win. So Garrett can pay off his house.
Yeah.
We can all travel around. We're all gonna buy Powerball tickets and somehow all draw winning numbers.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Or like maybe one person will win Mega Millions and one person will win Powerball, but we're all gonna get rich somehow by like
I got a
stream wealth.
Well, I'm in the process of closing. It's a little complicated.
Nice. Well, I hope it works out,
more
Garrett.
complicated than it needs to be right now, but
when would you move if it works out?
On the 14th.
Nice. It'll be fun.
Or 13th to 14th. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be good.
Cool. Well, yeah, I hope so.
Just need to get this down payment in, but things got a little complicated.
Oh, guys, okay, we're okay. Laser. When you move into a laser tile, you trigger an alarm unless you spend 2 actions to move safely into it. So we're actually okay. This alarm is not.
Oh, you can move out of it.
We can move out of it, so we're actually okay. So I guess, Garrett, you could have moved, but whatever. It's just too late. I don't want to move. So I'm going to use 1 action to move, 1 action to peek. Okay. Trigger alarm on enter. We're going to use 1 action to peek. May move to other duct. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. I don't want to move here because the guard. Okay, I guess I'm just going to end my turn here. All right, Garrett, you're up again.
All right. I am well. So if I move out of this, it will not trigger for Charlie.
Right. It's only if we move in.
Yeah, so Riley, this game is called, the way it works is that we're a group of burglars trying to steal some treasure from this, it's an office building. I would
gotta find the safe.
Yeah, I would not, it's not necessarily like Battleship. I'm trying to think of a comp, but I don't really know. So what we're doing right now is, oh wait, I forgot to move the guard. Oops, sorry. Hold on. I forgot to move the guard, but Garrett hasn't done his turn. So that was after my turn. Now it's Garrett's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move down here.
Okay, so now this triggers an alarm.
That's 1. No, it doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, not the
He's
fingerprint.
hacker.
Right?
1, 2.
As long as it's
Yep. And then I'm gonna peek.
Oh, and we
Jesus
don't trigger them while
Christ.
he's
That's good. Wow, there's alarms
Yeah.
everywhere. So the way this game was set up is that these are all placed randomly. All of these different types of cards, and it's things like alarms, motion alarms. If we come in here, it triggers an alarm, or a camera that if there's a matching tile somewhere else, the guards can see us. So we're basically right now in the early game trying to explore, because one of these somewhere is a safe, and that safe has, if you look at the bottom, there's a bunch of these numbers here. These will line up. Let's say the safe was right here. You make a grid or a cross of all the tiles. So it's 1 above, 2 below, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. You then have to roll dice that match the numbers to crack the safe. And once we do that on the first floor, there's a set of stairs. We lead up to the next floor where there's another safe. We have to do the same thing. And then there's another set of stairs that we have to escape. So basically, we all have to escape before the guards find us. And we have basically 3 lives, which are these stealth tokens. If a guard moves into the same same square that one of our tokens are in, we lose a stealth token.
And if any one of us loses all 3,
we all lose. So it's a cooperative board game, which is really fun because I feel like there's not a ton. I mean, I'm not this board game expert.
There's a lot of co-opetition games.
Yeah, but this game is a straight up cooperative
fighting
game.
against more of a. Well, I guess that's kind of what this is too. But there's not like
we're not really competing at all. Like, we're trying to help each other. We can trade items. We can do all sorts of stuff. And the guards are essentially AI. We reveal these cards that tells the guards where to move, and they just follow the movement, and that's it. Even if the guard were to move here, you'd be like, well, what? He's in the room right next to you. Can't he see you?
Same with Mysterium. Yeah, I guess Mysterium is like...
Yeah, Mysterium's a co-op
just in the
game.
way
We'll
that
have
you
to
work
play that
together.
one. Yeah. I really like... I mean, this is WC Cooperative after all. But I really like games that are kind of, games you play together. You have to help each other, you have to work together. I just think games like that are super fun. So anyways, Garrett, back to you. You moved into this 1 movement, or no, 1, 2, flip, right?
Yeah, that's 4.
Okay, so the guard gets 1 movement, and now he gets 2. So because he's found this spot, he gets a new spot, 2. Okay, so now we're gonna reveal his new spot, which is gonna be in my room after Charlie goes.
Okay, that's actually interesting.
Why?
Because I have this dynamite, I can blow up a wall, but it causes an alarm whatever tile. So if he's already coming here, I could blow up this wall, or come up here and blow up this wall.
Blow up. Well, he'd
Yeah.
still move. Or you blew up this wall, he'd come this way. And then he would go 1, 2, and then it'd be my turn, and I could like get the F out of here. And
Yeah,
he'd
I
come
was just
back.
thinking about blowing up this wall so we can get past this row of alarms down here and get back into this other area.
Yeah,
But I guess I could make the alarm to get him off you.
but yeah, is that worth it? We do know these cards, like until we go through all of them, they don't get refreshed. So he's been here, here, and here now.
Yeah, but he's gonna move it. He moves after every one of our turns. So
Yeah.
he's gonna catch you here if I don't.
Do something,
Yeah.
but we just have to decide if it's worth using your dynamite this early.
Yeah.
Do you only get dynamite once?
Well, we can get more tools, and because I'm this guy, we get to draw 2 tool cards and decide which one
Oh,
we keep
that's
and then
helpful.
discard the other one, and that's for anybody. That's like his main thing. Starting with the dynamite's like an extra thing. So that's why I'm like not super upset if I have to blow it right here
Yeah.
to save a stealth token.
Dude, and it's
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
okay.
1 here. Use my dynamite to blow up this wall. That's 2 actions.
Oh yeah, because he would go up, I think. Because like it goes to the left first. So like looking at it from turning the
So he's gonna go 1, 2.
yeah 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5,
Yeah, because
6.
now he has an alarm in this.
So he won't be back
I
here.
guess we should move.
No, this stays here. So the alarm goes off here. He does get an extra point of movement for each alarm that's set off. So he'll actually go 1, 2. He'll get to here at the end of your turn, Charlie. And then after
Okay,
my
so-
turn, he'll go 1, 2 and be here. So just don't be here or here, and you'll be fine. And don't go up this way, or he'll walk in.
Where am I? Wait, where am I supposed to go then?
You can go. Wait, you went 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
You'll
I
be-
went
Oh,
1, blew up 2, 3, set off another alarm, 4.
does it say as an action? Discard to destroy a wall. It doesn't say it's an action.
Oh, I thought it was an action.
I think
Oh,
that
well.
it might be a freebie.
Okay, well then do I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4? And not set this alarm off too? Because I can use 2 actions to enter, right?
Yeah.
So 1, blow up, 2, 3, 4.
And then on his, so then the guard would go 1, 2, 3, and then my turn. 1,
He'll
so
come
turn it
us
off.
off.
Wait, guys,
Two.
I hate to be the narc in the group, but can't he see you in the foyer?
Seen from
Seen from
adjacent.
adjacent.
Ah.
Oh yeah, he can.
Okay.
I thought this was the one where it was see from above. Oh,
Charlie, I'm
shit.
gonna lose a stealth token. Just forget about it. I have the
Yeah.
I have the movement
Shit.
where I can
Oh.
move into his thing as a free action and don't use a stealth. I'm just gonna have to be really mindful of like past like crossing the guard's path. You know, like if he's coming down, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna move past him and go up. So just get yourself out
Okay.
of here and let me
Yeah, I'm
take
just gonna
the
go
hit.
1, 2. I don't trigger this because Garrett's in, here,
there.
and then 3, and I stop to not trigger this one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So now the guard's
Then-
gonna come here.
yeah.
I lose a stealth. It is what it is.
Yeah, that sucks.
And now the guard's gonna go.
I'm glad you pointed that out though, Garrett, because yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is
We
an
can-
unfortunate second placement, though.
We've got to.
Yeah, the guard's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the guard's gonna go right down this way and hit everybody. Unless I
Yeah,
set
oh,
off
man.
an alarm somewhere else. I could go 1. No, I mean he'll still go 1, 2. Well, no, 1, 2. Then that would be his 2 movements, so he'd be stuck.
Well, I mean, you could move up here and try and. Well, I guess that doesn't really help us because this service duct is here. What would be great is if there's another service duct here, so we could just dip out.
I
but
know.
We're not gonna. Get
No,
to
I
know
think
that
I
in
can
time.
save. I think I can save you guys because I think if I go 1, set off alarm. 2, free movement to move in. So 1, free, and then I can go 2, and I'm fine. I'm out of there. The guard then is gonna go 1, 2 after me, and then it's Garrett's turn. If Garrett goes here,
Isn't he gets an extra movement though with these alarms?
but
so
he'll
we'll
turn
go
off
1,
the
2.
alarm. So then he goes back to his normal movement. That's how that works.
Oh,
It's only
he
to
gets
get
extra
to
movement
it.
until he turns off the
Yep.
alarm.
So he'll basically
Nice.
get stuck here. Garrett, you might have to. Oh, if action ends here, trigger. Do you set off a thermal alarm? That's the only one you don't. 2, 3, 4. I mean, you could gamble and see if you can get all the way up here, Garrett, because you're going to be triggering alarms all the way though.
This is
I
just
don't-
really unlucky. Like,
I don't trigger finger or motion.
Oh, you don't trigger motion, so you get this doesn't trigger. Then you're just gonna have
So
to go blind. That's the problem. One, you would,
If I trigger thermo though, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be 1, 2. So he'd end up at thermo.
no, he
right?
moves 1, 2 after my turn. I still haven't taken my turn.
Okay, well here's the
Warner's
hypothetical. So Warner,
Take
you
Should
you
I
go-
just take my turn?
yes.
Okay. 1, 3, 2. Should I peek or should I just move? I mean, it could set off a new alarm and I can just move out. Like, maybe
You're on your second.
I have 2 moves left. 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
I get
this game
stopped.
would be. I mean, that's what's so great about Tabletop Sim is like Warner and I've been playing that Gloomhaven game, and that would
Yeah, it would be
like,
so hard.
I
to
would
set
never
up.
play that in person because the setup would be insane. Same with this.
Oh no,
setup
I
would-
just can't enter here because if empty, 3 actions to enter. 'Cause it's
Oh yeah, I
deadbolted.
mean peek up above. or
Well,
move
I
into it,
used one
guess.
action and it booted me back. So, do I peek or do
Well,
I?
but I don't think we should count that as an action. You didn't.
But I
you
tried
wouldn't have been able to end.
move. That's the thing. Like I tried to move, and it's like instead of I think that just you get booted out. So this is blocked off to empty. Let me check how the deadbolt works again, because there might be a way that we can crack that. I think we need a tool for it though.
Yeah, I mean,
Or no, there's a keypad somewhere that I think we can.
there was one of these people that. Yeah, the rook.
If another player or a guard is in the deadbolt tile, you can move in it normally. You must spend 3 actions to move. If you can't spend 3, you stay in your previous tile. So either way, I guess I either used 1 action to move or 1 action to peek. Like I was gonna go that way anyway. So now I just need to decide: do I just peek this, or do I just move into it? I mean, the guard's not coming up by me, so I think I'm gonna peek. Because he can't see back out, I can just see it.
Yeah, this is seen from adjacent.
First player to enter draws a tool. Well, that would have been nice to walk in. Probably
Okay.
could have helped us.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's how it works. Okay, so 1 removes the alarm. 2, now he's getting back on his path after Garrett's turn. So
All right. So
barring
my
any,
my hypothetical here
Yeah, let's
is
hear
I
it.
move into thermo, trigger it, and then move. So I go
Well, you have
1.
to. If
2.
action ends here, trigger alarm.
uh,
It only gets triggered if you
Oh.
end your turn here, right?
Okay.
if actions plural though. Oh yeah. If
Yeah,
all
so
your
that would be-
actions.
So it seems like Charlie's gonna have to burn. a
Charlie might
stealth
get
token.
hit. Yeah.
I don't think there. I don't know.
I
if
feel
there's
like
any
part
way
of
to
this game is you
avoid it.
kind of lose some right away because you're kind of just in these unfortunate spots, and then you get to kind of spread out around the board and be more
Yeah.
careful.
Well, it just is what it is for this run.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Ideally, it doesn't happen that way, but
Well, he's coming
At
this
least-
way, so I'm not gonna peek any of these. I'm just gonna go straight through.
Yeah. So 1,
So 1,
2. There's the save. Okay, that's good. We already have these 3 uncovered.
3.
3. Oh,
Whoops.
shoot.
it's awkward.
Whoops. 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 Whoops.
Yeah, the RNG of just where it places these tiles down is well, yeah, and then RNG of the patrol deck of where the guard is. gonna
Yeah,
go.
it's all
Yeah,
a
1,
lot.
2, 3.
I mean, when we're playing against the game, it kind of has to be.
I mean,
RNG.
it's up to you, Garrett. Guard's coming here, so you got to get out of the room.
I know it really could be. I mean,
I would go
there's
maybe
only
up
2
here.
spots.
I would go
yeah.
here because if this happens to be an alarm you trigger, 1, 2, 3, he's coming through. He's hitting me. He's hitting.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh wow, that is
Brutal.
Wait, how are we even gonna get this last tile here then for the safe?
Well, you need 3 actions to enter. So,
Oh, so someone just has
Garrett
to
can
use
do it
their
on
own
his next turn.
Yeah.
And he can do that and then peek. Yeah. Oh, Riley, yeah. You
Okay.
feel it too. That's rough. We're just getting screwed. Okay.
At least we got the safe, like something.
Yeah. Okay. But now the
decent
guard.
happened.
That's Garrett's turn. So the guard's gonna move. So Charlie, you're gonna
Did
lose
you put
the
this
stealth
on
token.
hard difficulty or something?
Yeah, I'm wondering what the hell.
I don't know what
is
happened.
this?
I feel like the office is supposed to be the easy difficulty.
It
'cause
is.
It's only
It
2
is because
floors,
it's
the
only 2
bank has 3
floors.
floors.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's standard walls versus generated walls.
I think standard
like-
is just what the book says to do. Generated, they just added a script that.
Right, that's
randomizes,
that
yeah.
probably more randomness there would probably even be harder.
All right. Oh, Charlie. Okay. Charlie could.
Charlie could save me.
I'm
One,
gonna
two-
blow up my dynamite to kill myself and the guard.
Charlie, you could do this. Charlie, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, you just triggered 2 alarms, but the guard has to move back to turn all of these off, and Garrett will hopefully have a chance to get out. I really feel like that's about all we can do.
Or I could just blow this wall up here,
You could,
you know.
but Garrett's still gonna get hit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna trigger an alarm here, which doesn't change anything. He turns it off right away. You know?
So, okay, then let's see.
There's 1, 2. Even if you go, wait,
I mean, if
1.
Garrett at least still has 3. As long as
Well, I mean, we
you
can
and I
reserve
don't.
them all, you know.
Well,
I mean, yeah, let's see.
1, 2.
Yeah, if you could use your dynamite up here to, so we don't have to like can get through these. Oh, but there's another deadbolt.
I know. These
Well,
2
Garrett,
deadbolts
this
here
one,
is-
this one, Garrett,
Garrett
can
will get
reveal,
that.
so I'm not worried. I feel like it's the best because if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, Charlie, you're safe up here. Guard is gonna come to clear this one, come to then clear this one. So he'll go 1, clear, 2, 3, done. At the end of your turn. At the end of my turn, he goes 1, 2. At the end of Garrett's turn, 1, 2. At the end of your, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna take him a while, and it'll keep Garrett safe.
Well, okay. Here's another idea. Is if I only triggered this one, what would that do? If I didn't go
At the end of your turn, he'll go 1, clear, 2. At the end of my
And then
turn, 1,
Garrett-
2 hits Garrett.
Oh,
I feel like
so I was like, oh, maybe I can just run up and grab the.
now that we're
item.
starting to reveal more of the token, the floors, I think we got to take it slowly and like
Yeah.
really
okay,
be
I'll do this
mindful of the
then, and we'll trigger both of these. Oh, you
oh
put
so, yeah, sorry.
it-
And then yeah, I mean that's your turn. So guard's gonna go 1. Two, so 1, 2, 3, but that's it.
Yeah, I
okay.
know. I
I
was
like
trying
that.
to check that
That's
out.
good.
That's a good one. Had to get
The
real
smell
close
of
to my
her
laptop
brain.
there. Oh, I got 7 viewers. Oh, 6. Literally, as I said
Oh, we
that,
do?
we lost a
Someone
viewer.
was
Come on,
like,
Warner.
People are liking the Burgle Bros though. That's
People
good.
are liking Burgle Brothers. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I hope people are not screaming at us as we try to play this. And I think we're doing it right. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay,
Wait, how did the guard get 3 spaces?
it gets 1 extra space per alarm. Okay,
Oh,
well,
that's
I'm gonna. So Charlie, if I move into the lab, oh, any
Yeah, you
player.
get to
Okay.
Any player. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna enter the lab, I think. Or no, do I move here? 1, 2, 3.
yeah.
No, because that
You should
doesn't.
do that.
I
Let
feel-
him get the.
You know what?
I think.
You could go in the deadbolt, and then on my turn, I could use my dynamite and set up another alarm here. So he just comes straight back and doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then Garrett flips.
'Cause then he'd be.
Garrett moves here and then flips, and then we have all the tokens. We just need to get down here and start rolling. We also have to
Yeah, I
find the
guess the
stairs, though.
The trouble of me blowing this up and setting the alarm back here is he's gonna walk on. He's gonna get to the safe and then walk back to this alarm and then start walking back to the safe. We kind of
Yeah.
need him to not this die by the safe here.
Yeah, because I think, let me double check.
need to
I think we
clear
have
that.
to be on the safe. You have to be on the safe.
Yeah.
But you have to be on it to add dies. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you do.
Safe
I think
tile you're in.
somebody's. I think there was somebody's ability was to be able to do it.
That sounds right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Peterman advanced skill is.
All right, well, I'm gonna
add
do this
dice and
then. I'm
roll
gonna
saves
move
above or
3.
below.
Because we gotta find the stairs. So I'm gonna flip this. Service duct. Okay, that's not that helpful, but it's interesting. That's my turn though. One, two.
Not gonna lie, Warner. It's neither helpful nor interesting.
It could be though if like you're here, if the guard is coming and you're like, oh, I can duck into that. All right, Garrett, you're
guess.
up. Use your 3, flip that. Let's make it quick.
Be more helpful.
There are the
Oh, well, there's
stairs,
the
classic.
stairs.
Okay. 1, 2. All right, Charlie. So,
So,
well, I mean, so the little.
I mean, I
feet
guess I
token-
could do the service. Well, just to get further, or I could 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just come.
I mean,
grab
honestly, honestly, these 2 tiles don't matter anymore. We know where the stairs are. We know what all the codes are. We have to roll. So we have a 4, 2, 2, 3, 5, 1. So the way these numbers work in the bottom is these are the numbers that we have to roll on these dice to try to crack the safe.
Right.
If we roll a 2, for example, we cover both 2s, which is nice. Other than that, though, we need a 4, a 3, a 5, a 1, and a 2. So
Yeah.
we need 5 out of 6 numbers.
Sick.
I don't know, Charlie. Janie says take a wild risk. You just blow the damn wall.
Well, you
I
trade.
mean, I could blow this wall here, but then it's gonna. So then that'll make an alarm here, and he'll start coming back, and then he'll start heading back.
Yeah,
So
I
it
guess-
would buy
You're
you
gonna
guys
pay
some
for it.
time to throw some.
Yeah, I guess maybe why don't you go get the laboratory? Oh no, you're gonna trigger another alarm when you enter, which is fine.
Well, if I
too.
blow the wall, I'll trigger one here, and then I can maybe go through this.
But I'm
All
just
right,
wondering,
here's
is it better to try to use your dynamite over here
Yeah, that's
to
a
get
very
our
good
stairs?
point. That would be a very good.
Why don't you go 1, 2, 3, 4, get your
Yeah,
items,
that's
trigger the alarm, which makes him
Trigger this
backtrack
alarm,
again,
and
and
I'll
gives
draw
Garrett a
my-
chance to go 1, 2, added. Or no, he could roll 3.
My shoe.
Invisible suit, makeup kit.
Oh.
Discard to not be seen by guards or cameras.
and gain 1 additional action. That's interesting. And
Discard
but the
to give-
makeup kit gives
oh.
us all. If we're all on the same
Oh.
tile, we could all
That-
gain a stealth.
That might be good because I feel like we're gonna lose
And
more.
are we all gonna be on the same tile?
When we
That's-
get to the
I guess-
stairs on the next floor, if we're trying to crack the safe, I feel like if we make an effort to quickly get on the same tile, because you can trade items,
Yeah, I think that's right.
that feels good. Just put it up
Okay,
here.
and then I
don't-
discard this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay.
Yeah, especially with us losing those 2.
Okay, so guard moves back up here. Now it's back to my turn already. So, do I flip this? I guess I can peek.
Might
1,
as
2,
well.
3. No, I don't want to. I don't want to get stuck down here.
Yeah, because he's gonna do this.
I'm gonna
and start
flip.
back.
When revealed, place 3 stealth. Oh, these are like freebies, basically. So you can be in here, and if a guard
Oh,
crosses you, you get
you're
rid of
hiding in
one
the
of these
stall.
stealth tokens. That's cool because we're so close to the safe. Yeah, just hiding. These are the worst guards in existence. They walk right by you. I have to imagine we're in an office, so I have to imagine we're hiding behind like a plant,
Yeah.
and the guard doesn't notice, or they come
Yeah.
into the bathroom and they're
Well,
like,
I mean, earlier you were in this foyer and he was like by the service duct, and you were
I
just
just-
like ducking behind these couches. We're setting off all these alarms, and they
just
just can't
pretended to
quite
be a
get
chair
us.
real quick, just a normal chair. The
Yeah,
guard's
it's funny
like,
they don't catch you right away. You have a few with these stealth tokens where they're literally in the same room, and they're like,
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. 3, yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna just move here to be prepared to like get into the safe and start rolling,
yeah.
and leave it here. So the guard's gonna go 1, remove 2. All right. Garrett, you're up.
I feel like I should just go into the bathroom. Do you feel like that's wrong?
um
Yeah, he doesn't
It's-
really care. He's just going through the motions.
He's, you
Rent a
know,
cop.
trying a little, but
He's
not
like, I
trying
only
that
get
hard.
I get paid minimum wage for this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Garrett, you could come into the bathroom with me, hide in the stalls, and then
And well, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, and I wouldn't be able to.
yeah,
roll
you
thing,
wouldn't be
but,
able to put down a die or
um,
roll.
But then I have to draw an event card, right? If I only use 2 actions.
Yeah. The event cards can be helpful, can be negative, so we could. Yeah, I mean, go with your gut. You're adjacent to an unexplored tile. Move into it now. Okay. Well, oh well. All right, guard. 1, 2. Okay, so he's going here next, and then what's nice is he'll stop here, and then he'll get his new token, so we can move around based off of that. Although there is the deadbolt, but if
So I'm
one of
gonna
us is in the
go-
deadbolt, we can move freely.
1, 2.
Charlie,
Use.
well, actually, now if you do that now, he's gonna come right through.
Oh yeah, he's gonna come here.
You
Shit.
kind of have to do that at the starting turn, you know.
Do what?
I feel like the dynamite you have to do right away and then run away. You can't really do it at the end of your turn otherwise.
Well, I was gonna do it here and then keep moving. I wasn't gonna end.
Oh
there.
wait, you could go back into the.
But he's gonna start coming up this. If I blow up this wall, would he go back up this?
Oh wait, if
one?
you go 1 service duct, 2, blow up, back into service duct, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, like. But then 1, 2, 3, we'll lose. I mean, both of these, which that's kind of what they're there for. But then he'll come back, and we might not be out in time.
Yeah. I think we got to get him to clear this red die.
Yeah, I feel like not setting off
So-
any more alarms. You could come in this deadbolt
Yeah,
room.
I'm just gonna go here.
Maybe go 1, 2, unless you want to pull an event card, but maybe go 1, 2, 3.
Well, wouldn't this be 1 and then use 3?
Oh yeah, duh. Yep,
This uses
yep.
3 actions, so
Yep.
I'm not drawing an event card.
New destination. Okay, guard's going back this way. Okay,
Okay, we've got an opportunity now.
All right.
I mean,
now it's
I
my
could
turn.
just go back up here and blow up, like, when it gets to my turn, to just keep him distracted so you guys can deal with the safe. You know?
I can move sneakily into the guard's tile, so I can go get a quick safe action right now. So this is free, and then 1, and then I can roll 2, or no, I can add a die.
Yeah, we don't have any die yet, so you have to use 2 to add 1. Are you gonna be able to get back past this guard? I think he's gonna catch
Is
you
it a
on
free
this
action to
bird.
get back in?
I get a free action to get back in.
Oh, you do? You can do that as many.
I think so.
Oh, God.
You may move into a tile with a guard as a free action. It doesn't say I have a
You
limit.
must leave before the guard moves or loses. Oh, okay.
But wait, yeah, I want to double check because I thought you start with 1 die no matter what. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I have
Oh, I guess I don't know. I just didn't see any die sitting here on the safe, so I assumed we.
Oh no,
Well, we
you
might
have
have
to
just forgot
add.
to.
Place a die on a safe pile you are in. Okay, so let's see. Free 1, 2, 3, free 4. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as you can keep going back into this room for.
Yeah,
free.
that's
Just
what's.
have to spend 1 to leave. I guess you're the acrobat. You're like bouncing.
Well, what's nice? That's what's
Bounce
nice
over
with
this
him
guy.
here is it was free to get here. 1, 2, 3, free, back out. So
Yeah.
cool. So now there's 1 die at least. The guard's here. All
Now it's mine.
right, Garrett. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna go 1, 2.
I mean,
Add a die.
Add a die. Okay. All right.
I think we should add a die.
Yeah.
Better chances.
Okay. 1. No, you're kidding me.
No. Okay, well, I need to blow
Ow.
something up now.
Yeah, Charlie, time to blow something up.
Let's go. All right, I'm gonna
Well-
go
Okay.
here, I think. Blow
If-
up this wall. So I alarm this. Throw my dynamite. And then
Out of all the rooms he could have been in.
Did you go to the? Oh, you already went to the lab. Never mind.
Yeah,
And
stealth
then-
-6. That was a nat 1
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, that was
Although that was
Oh.
that was a nat 20 perception on the guard that he walked away and it was like,
and was like,
wait a minute.
I want to check. Might want to check that safe again.
I hear someone rolling dice back there.
Did I? Maybe that it seemed like somebody was jumping somersaults over the top of me twice.
Yeah.
Might want to go back and check that out.
Okay. Well, at least this
So
alarm
this is
has
one,
been set up.
and then I guess I'll just come straight back.
Well, okay. So then the guard 1, 2, 3. That's his turn. Okay. So 1, 2, roll.
God, that's unfortunate.
All right. I think I'm gonna
This
go
RNG is just continuously.
1, 2. I'm gonna roll.
Wait,
What?
wait, 1, 2, 3, 3,
Oh,
4. He can see you.
Yeah, the
Damn
foyer.
it. Okay.
These foyers, bro.
It's foyers.
Spoilers, no good.
Shit.
Foyer.
I know the fact that
Foyer.
this is here and the
Oh,
motion
what is that
alarms here.
emote?
Fish.
Okay. Can't remember if this is a better Twitch TV one or if it's a regular one. Oh yeah, I think it's better Twitch TV. So if you have that, you get to see my favorite emote now.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess I don't see it on my computer, but I see it on my PC. Okay, well, God, I feel so useless.
You know what? I'll get 2 rolls on the next turn, so don't stress it too much.
Okay. 1, 2. Yeah.
So I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 to get out of there.
So I can't really do anything on this.
Oh,
to
did you
both
roll
of
for the save?
No, I
No, I
was
just had-
going to, and then I realized I was going to go 1, 2, roll
Oh yeah, the
3,
foyer
but then the
thing, yeah,
fucking
can't
foyer.
end there.
Okay, well, I mean, do I just 1, 2, 3 move, 3, 4? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be this far away from the. I think I just have
Yeah.
to stay here and take an event.
Draw an event, yeah.
Lampshade, gain a stealth.
Okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
Lampshade, yeah, that really shows you
The
how smart
lampshade.
these guards are. Just throw a lampshade on your head. All right, guard
All right.
1, 2. All right, Garrett, roll twice and get
let's-
the F out of there, brah. Come on, get some good numbers. 2s.
God. Okay.
Literally the
You got-
only number that we
you got the
didn't
2.
need doubles of. That's okay though. You can get another roll. I mean, we just 3 and 1. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we just need a
Okay, that's
5 and a
good.
4.
All right, and then we go 1, 2. Get out of there.
Okay. All right. I'm liking it. And he's coming into the bathroom next.
Of
Good
course.
thing we have the stuff.
Well, yeah, we can.
I can.
Is this
Well, he's gonna
though?
go after Charlie, and we're gonna. That's fine. These stealths are use them or lose them. Like we move on to the next room. Like we gotta use them now. So,
Yeah.
it's just Charlie. What makes sense for you? I mean, he's coming here on his turn. Unless you trigger. No, seen from adjacent.
And I could go like 1, 2, 3, trigger this, and then just bump back up.
And that would cause him to go away.
1,
right?
2,
For a little
3.
bit.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we might get a chance to sneak in another roll.
Because yeah, we don't lose these guys.
No, they stay here. So
Yeah.
yeah, this RNG is rough, Riley. This is
That's okay
brutal.
though. That's what makes it like.
That's what makes it challenging,
It's fun for. it to
I'm
be
having
challenging, even
I'm
though
having
it's-
fun.
I'm having
Aren't
fun.
you?
Yeah, as much as we're like, I'm having fun.
I think I'm just gonna do that. 1, 2, trigger this,
Yeah,
and then back up to the
1,
camera
2, 3.
room.
Yeah, just fucking do it. Okay.
Because then yeah,
1,
we
2,
get a
3.
chance to roll.
Think right, and then now it's my turn. So if I go 1, 2, 3, but then I'm still here and I'm still stuck. Because the guard goes 1, 2 after my turn, 1, 2 after Garrett. Or no, this will change his path. I'm realizing because this will be a shorter path. 1, 2, 3, 4
Oh, yeah,
instead
he'll
of
come
1,
up
2,
the
3,
top.
4, 5, 6. So he'll come up the top. Ooh. Woo!
Oh, let's go.
We rolling, boys. We rolling. All right.
We're so good at this game, we don't even know it.
1, 2. Okay, so I'm gonna roll
Making all
once.
the right moves.
Threes. God damn it.
Dang.
I may as well just roll again.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think he's coming down here. 4 and 2. 4. Okay. 4.
Okay,
All right. We just need a
the
5.
now.
We just need a 5.
All right.
And yeah, that's
Might
my
as
turn.
well. 1,
Oh wait, hold
2.
on. Guard 1.
Oh.
Clear 2. Yep.
1, 2.
Come on, get that 5. Get that 5.
Oh. Oopsies.
Get that 5. Get that 5, baby.
No!
What are the
Oh,
chances?
I'm just gonna go.
Ah!
Come on.
Okay. Well, I still think we're
Right.
okay tucked down here. 1, 2. Wait, can the guard? I'm assuming the guard can enter this room.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
He's got the keys.
I would assume he's got the key for the deadbolt,
Yeah,
right?
he's got the keys. Deadbolt. If another player or a guard is in the deadbolt, you can move into it normally. Yeah. So yeah, the guard's fine. All right, Charlie.
Oh, if another player's in the deadbolt, you don't have to spend the 3 actions.
Mhm. So like, hopefully up here, what we should do is have one of
yeah,
us
one
wait,
person.
and then we all sneak out. I mean, Charlie, at
Okay,
this point,
I might just trigger this again.
Yeah,
if he comes
yeah.
back.
although let's see, he would go 1, 3. So he like takes the left. You know, like I think like he goes as straight as he can. I think is kind of the idea. So you just
I mean,
can't.
I could trigger this one and this one, and then stop here.
So
right.
the
1,
only
2,
thing with
3,
that
4.
is for each alarm that you trigger, he gets +1 movement. So he'd get 1, 2, 3. He'll get this no matter what. 1, 2, and then that on his next turn, no matter what.
And then come back up to this one. So we'd have lots of
Well,
time. I think
1,
this-
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, see, when it's equal, he goes like, I think he goes clockwise when it's equal. So if he triggers this
Wasn't
alarm,
he right here before, and we determined he was going up?
he was here. He was here. He had to get to this. He was here, went 1, 2 to this alarm, cleared this alarm, and then is going back this way because it's shorter. So it's like the shortest path, followed by like the straightmost path if it's a tie, followed by
But he
like
goes like
clockwise.
clockwise.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
back up to the lab,
Yeah, that's what I'll
and
do.
then you can hopefully, we'll just have to figure out getting you back, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, I might next turn now or next time I'm up, sneak into the bathroom and use one of these stealth tokens when he comes
oh
to
wait,
grab
but
this.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, he'll move past. He might be in the bathroom, and you can sneak into the bathroom and use the token in the
Right.
bathroom, which could
Yeah.
be funny. Guards in there is like, oh, gotta take a whiz. Did someone just come in here? Must
Well,
be
it
in
could
my
be anybody,
imagination.
you know?
But it's the middle of the night. No one's supposed to be
Well,
here.
it could be anybody.
All right, Charlie, you went, so now it's my turn. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna roll again, because that's only 1 action. I should have added a die. Oh well.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna keep going.
Just roll 4 times, yeah.
Are you
Oh, no.
kidding me? I can't believe this.
Should have added a die at the
Oh,
beginning,
no.
dude.
I know. I mean, that's what
should have added 1 and then rolled twice.
1, 2. Well, that's what you should probably do now, Garrett. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Although
I'm gonna
I
add
rolled,
one.
no, yeah, I rolled 8 die. I would have rolled
Yeah.
6. So I did what was.
But then Garrett would have had.
I know.
Then Garrett could have
rolled
added a
4.
4th
I
die.
know.
He could have
I mean, come on. You think out of 8 die,
No, I know.
1 is going to be a
I'm not
5?
disagreeing. At the end of the day.
Okay,
we're
so
just-
Garrett, you have
Oh
1 more
my.
action. And you got this, bro. You got. Uh oh. Oh my god.
What is this?
We are the worst burglar bros ever.
You guys are
Bro.
fumbling over. I'm keeping this guy busy. I don't know. What's
Okay,
going on
all right.
over there.
1, 2. He's coming up by your way, Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to get out of there?
I mean, you.
Well,
The 3 actions.
Yeah. no, I'm just gonna come.
Yeah,
sort
that's
of
smart.
and
That's-
draw an event.
Yeah. Watch it be
Or wait. Could go 1, 2. Well,
3.
then I would trigger this.
He's coming around though. You have nowhere to go. You'll get hit. I think
I gotta go here and
I'm locked. Players cannot move up, down through stairs for 1 round. Okay, well that's fine. I mean, we won't.
okay. Yeah, we aren't gonna be doing that.
Okay, 1, 2.
Either.
All right, come on. Do I really
Add it,
add
add it,
another
yes.
one? Like, bro.
Absolutely.
Just to get one number.
Yeah.
There we go, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
Crack that page open.
Wow. Okay, now I get to draw the loot deck. So we crack the safe. A cursed goblet.
Oh. Well, at
Oh
least we got
my
that extra
God.
stuff from the event earlier. So
Yeah, I mean, of all the people
This
to get
game
it,
hates us, dude.
at least it was me. At least it was me.
okay, there's 13 cards in the loot deck, and
I
feel
mean,
like-
none of the point of the loot, it's supposed to be a little bit of a, you know. Okay, so that was 1, 2,
Yeah.
that was 3 actions.
Yeah, I guess the tools are there to help us, and the loot is kind of just.
All right, I'm moving 4 so I can get ready to get into this deadbolt room. 1, 2. Reveal. Okay, so he's got a long way to go. Hopefully we can make this work. All right, Garrett. 1, 2, 3, 4. May as well just get in the deadbolt room, and then we can all start sneaking your way. 1, 2. All right, Charlie.
I go
1, 2,
deadbolt
3, 4.
bathroom.
Guard goes 1, 2. Okay, I'm feeling okay about this. I get in. 1, 2.
Oh, this is gone now.
Yeah, right, because it was on your turn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
not
I
gonna
did
move
my
up
turn,
because
so-
if I move up, it starts the guard on the 3rd floor. So maybe we all get to the. Well,
Yeah, we should all get there, and then
the
maybe
guard
get it.
will has not pulled the stairs yet, though. That's the problem. So we have to decide: does it make more sense for me to just get out of here and not potentially be waiting, and then it's like you guys can leave, but then the guard comes and gets the spot? Because he still has
Yeah,
to
I mean,
go
it's-
here.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's
I'm
a
getting nervous now that you said the guard hadn't drawn the stairs yet.
There's a
we've
20%
had
chance it'll
such
draw the stairs.
horrible RNG. I think I gotta go, right?
Yeah.
1 action.
I'm
I feel like he's
I'm
drawn
up
the
on the
stairs.
next turn.
And it's a laser.
No, 2 actions to enter. I have 2 actions, so
Oh, okay.
I'm doing that. I'm not triggering it. I am placing the new guard. Now this guard wait. Hold on. Hold on. Was I supposed to do that before I went into the room? Because then I get my free action. There's no way that he just.
Well, wouldn't you? Did you peek or you moved up?
Oh, well, let's see.
Did you peek up the stairs or did you move up the stairs?
Maybe I peeked.
Yeah, you might have peeked.
Hold on, let me check though, because sometimes it's like, no, he can't start there. You pick a new one.
That was rude.
Don't worry, I caught him.
I don't really want to have to like dig through the rules for this one little thing that I'm not sure. Well, let me see. I'm sure if I can find. Give me 1 sec. Because.
There he goes. No, jeez. Oh, whoops. Too hard.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. Or wait, no. This is his. Okay. Yeah. Where'd my guy go? We peeked. We're taking this back. We peeked. Nobody saw that. We peeked. We revealed the guard. So that was 1 to move here, 2 to peek, 3 to move in for free. Or no. I just move in for free.
Yeah.
And then wait, he needs his destination, which is all the way down there. Okay, if my action ends here, triggers alarm. Okay, I'm moving back downstairs. Okay, and then the guard. Oh no, but I have to. Okay, I have to end up here for the guard to move, but that's fine because I can do my sneaking back in. So 1, 2. Okay, all right, that's all right. Garrett, I mean, don't move into the room. You can't go upstairs like with the guard right there.
No.
And if you
let's
move
all
from
collect
there, then
on
it's
the.
going to cost me. I'm going to be stuck.
Well,
on
he
this
could
tile
go.
next
He
turn.
he could go 1, 2, 3 back, or he could. Or just stay and pull the event. Yeah. And then Charlie moves here, and then I move here, and we share that stealth token thing Charlie had.
Yeah. Do I? Well, I can just trade it to you.
I think you trade as an action,
Yeah.
depending on whose turn it is. So Garrett, I think you might just have to stay there and pull an event card.
I couldn't do like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not really. It's kind of like not. The rules are kind of like not necessarily.
Choose a player, move their piece onto.
wow,
your
okay.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Or wait. Move me, because then
Yeah,
Charlie
move-
gets
yeah.
in, and then we can share the stealth token.
Okay.
Sick. All right, sometimes these
And
events
Warner
are
gets
good.
free actions from this guard
Yeah.
too. So.
So I can go up
That's good.
and like stealth past the guard.
Okay, so now the guard moves, right?
Yep. 1, 2. He's coming here,
Okay.
but we have time. Maybe we can get out.
Hopefully. Hopefully we have time here. Well, we're all gonna get. Okay, so now my turn. 1, 2.
I mean that.
Use the makeup kit.
Yep. We all get a stealth token.
And maybe we'll just waste it right now.
I mean, even if Garrett wastes one. No, but Charlie can still get out of the room.
Yeah. So now I'll get out, so I don't have to draw an event card.
And
Hopefully
won't
he
burn a
doesn't draw the
stealth. I mean,
stairs
hopefully he
on this.
doesn't draw the stairs, but that's at this
Yeah.
point. And that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
1, 2. So Garrett is going to have to probably lose a stealth, but you just got a free one, and we're all back at 3 for the next floor. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'm
spot.
feeling
to be.
a lot better. I mean, the RNG is still rough because he's gonna come. I think he only has 1 card left. It's got to be the stairs.
I think so. Yeah.
So.
1, 2, Garrett,
we're all
and then
screwed.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess actually we could, because when the cards run out, it refreshes, and he gets to move 3 instead of 2, but it refreshes everything. So we could hold off and actually. No, I think we just need to. I need to like get this guard out of the way.
Yeah.
So this is my
Yeah.
one
If he sits there. It's
free
gonna have a
action.
bad time.
2. Oh my
course.
god. So I'm stuck. I either trigger an alarm. I mean, come on.
I'm not having fun anymore.
To roll and to enter roll die. If I somehow get the die, well, I could. Let's see. So 1, 3, 2 is to peek. 3 would be to try to enter. If I get it wrong, I can try one more, and then then I have to just sneak back down. But then this guard will get me.
We're in a pickle. That keypad was
All
well
right,
placed.
whatever.
by this
We're just
office.
rolling it. We're rolling it.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. So, but I add a die. So now we get 2. So that was 1 action, 2 action, 3. Oh wait, I still get. I may move into. Yeah. I can move into for free, but not out. I mean, do I just burn my stealth token to get him out of the way so you guys can come up? I think that's what I have to do.
Wait, won't he just leave?
Well,
After
no,
your turn?
because if I end my turn in the same spot, I lose a stealth token. But I think I need to get this guy out of the way, because then
Yeah,
Garrett
otherwise we're
gets
all
out of the
gonna lose.
way,
We're gonna lose the stealth token from this dude down here, and then we're
if,
not gonna be able to afford losing one getting up the steps
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Okay.
I'm definitely
So-
gonna lose one, and there's
All
a
right.
chance Charles.
that's it. We're losing one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right. Garrett, you're up. That's right. The guard on this floor doesn't move. It only moves on the floor you're on. So Garrett is fine as long as he gets out of the room.
Yeah, that's right.
And Garrett, if you move up, Charlie will also be able to get out the floor. So 1, 2.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, you got it. We just gotta
Might
try
as
to
just-
open this. Okay.
3.
I mean,
Uh,
wait,
and
1,
then-
2, 3. Yeah, you may as well
4.
try again. God
Oh,
damn it!
nope.
These rolls. This is the worst. Okay, you're still okay though. 1, 2.
Yeah, I forgot that both guards don't move. They just move on whatever floor you're on. So that's. I thought once we spawned him, they like.
And of
both
course,
moved
it's
every
this
time.
one spot that is blocked
Oh,
off, and we're blocked by
my
the keypad.
God.
Well, hopefully one of us. I mean, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna be on the keypad after Charlie's turn. So 1.
Why did he have to choose this tile?
I know.
He's got
And there's the
10
walls here.
10 cards to.
At least we didn't lose the stealth tokens downstairs. And my turn's next. So if we can crack this, Charlie, I'll be able to get out of here. 1. Okay, that was 2.
Wait, do I add one now? Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we forgot to add one for you, Garrett.
No, I added.
Oh, you
it.
did. You did. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
6.
there we go. So then
God.
that was 1, 2, 3.
If you just move here, no, he'll still.
No,
If you
I
move
only, got,
here,
I only have
You
a
should-
fourth. I should just go. Right
you're just gonna have to
You
move.
should just go downstairs.
Oh,
Oh wait,
yeah.
that's me.
That's
oh,
Warner.
that's you. Whoops.
Oh, interesting.
My
yeah,
hand
yeah,
is
yeah,
right,
yeah.
so-
There you go. 1, 2. His next
he
move will
draws-
be on you.
Wait, why did he just move though?
Because you only move on the floor. The guard only moves on the floor you're on. But now
Yeah,
Charlie.
so I move down here. This guy won't move. Back to you guys.
Yeah, there we go.
But this guy
And-
moves.
But you'll be able to get out of the way before your next turn, as long as Garrett and I don't come down.
Right.
But Garrett might have to burn his stealth token. 1, 2, 3 after
That's
my
okay.
turn. No,
At
we
least
might
got
be
the
okay.
extra ones.
Oops. 1. Okay, 1. I need to get.
Just amazing how many rolls it took to do both
I
the
know.
safe and this keypad.
Okay,
Like, the
should
amount
I-
of die that we rolled.
I should probably just. I have 1. I should probably peek, right? And then I can move down here and get out of the guard's way.
Yeah.
1. Okay, camera. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Trigger alarm on enter.
Can I hack it once I enter? Is it? No, it's
Yeah,
just upon enter.
Yeah, and then we wouldn't trigger it if you're sitting in that alarm. But
Oh, I should have just moved and hid. Or I should have moved and just moved again.
well,
Let's see.
yeah,
Well, either way, he's gonna hit me.
yeah, and you've only got 2.
I know. I'm down to my last. I'll be down to my last stealth token. Unless no, if I go back downstairs.
Then I lose one, but I guess it's not. Well, no, you lose
I
one
would
too.
lose one
'cause he's
too.
yeah, he can't come down until
Exactly.
after he comes here and then moves. This is like I'm starting to go Joker mode. Like this couldn't have been anything else.
I know. Guard on any camera trigger. alarm.
This couldn't have been flipped with the fingerprint here and the camera here.
Yeah. Well, okay. What we could do if I go here, trigger alarm on enter. Guard now goes 1, 2, 3, and then if Garrett. No, because then the guard down here. I mean, he's gonna ding both of you guys. But is it
Yeah.
worth you guys? Is like that's what we have to figure. Is it worth,
Is it worth us each losing one,
or is it
to
me
save
lose
you?
getting to 1, which is like
I mean, I have 4, so I think
Yeah,
it's
and I mean,
fair
I've
enough
got-
that I lose one.
I think that's probably better.
For you two to lose one?
You being at 1 is like a crazy risk.
Yeah.
Like, we're
I
about
think
to
that's
lose
what
the
we
game
do.
If you're at 1.
We let
and
this
if
guy.
I'm at 2 and Garrett's at 3 and you're at 2. Like we're all have some rope
Okay.
left.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. The guard's gonna come here after my turn, and now Garrett is gonna have to. 1, 2.
I think I just have to go down and draw an event card then.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not. Oh my god.
Hopefully it's kill all guards on both floors.
The guard on your floor and his destination swap positions. Well, he was gonna do that anyway. So. Oh wait.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, he
doesn't
was gonna
change
discover
anything.
you anyway. All right, so you guys both lose your 1 stealth.
Oh man.
All right. Well, I think that's better than, but then he still moves. Now 1, 2. Okay, well, he was on the same spot. So, all right. 2, 3. All right, Charlie. Now this is the thing. You can't come upstairs until I can get out of there.
So draw
But the
an
guard
event
is
card.
still gonna 1, 2, 3. I mean, yeah, it's just. Oh.
Oh,
well.
up.
Up or
Brutal.
down, but we already know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Well,
All
at
right.
least it wasn't.
Well, yeah. At least it wasn't someone getting pinged.
Get the heck out of there, dude.
I'll take a neutral thing over.
1, 2. Or wait. I was just talking about this. Free move into the guard. That's
Mhm.
probably the move, right?
Yeah. Do it.
So that's also a free flip.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? What?
21 unused cards over here. Could have been it.
Okay.
Instead, we got keypads and deadbolts and lasers.
Well, okay. Now here's
I
my
knew we were
question.
coming. This was a setup.
Here's my question. May move into a tile with a guard as a free action. Does that include the keypad?
I vote yes.
Getting to roll on the keypad, is that a free action? I mean,
no.
to enter, roll a die.
On it.
To enter, roll a die. It doesn't say rolling a die costs an action.
I would say yes.
Right?
And then if you
That's-
fail, you get bumped back. Yeah.
Sure, but then I get a free action to move into the room. So I think I can kind of. Right?
Is this eternal?
Can I just go back and forth?
I think you found a loophole to the game.
Wait, maybe not. Or
Now let's just ride with it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
don't
just
know.
riding with it. We're following. That was so close. I don't even know why I'm
Bad.
rolling. I'm gonna get it at some point, but
This game has cursed us enough. We deserve.
we deserve
cheat
one
them on
freebie.
this.
We get one cheat.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Chat, don't say you're not saying shit. All right, free action.
Chat's on our side here. They've been along
Yeah,
for
chat's
this
been
whole
along for
journey,
the ride.
and you know what?
Okay, now this is where I get. Okay, he's gonna trigger this alarm first. So
I don't even think. I think that's
free
the
action.
way it's
Do I
supposed to work.
do I peek or do I just go for it?
Well, you've had no actions.
I've had
yet,
no
right?
actions.
So you should probably peek.
Yeah. Maybe
Hack,
that's
motion alarm, computer room. Okay, so that's good to know. One, I mean, do I just peek, or peek and then move?
I think we need to start clearing, like seeing what.
Peek.
Yeah.
If revealed via move, fall downstairs right where the guard would have gone. It's a good thing I
Well.
peeked. So that was
Mhm.
one peek,
Mhm.
move, 2, peek, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. I mean, he's gonna have to move back out. Well, so like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then just depending on where he goes, he could hit me if I stay here. But I could trigger an alarm and get fucked. So I think I just need to peek. and
Yeah,
hope
just
that-
peek.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. This is the exit. Good to know. All right.
Hopefully, this is the safe then, and we get one good
I pray that's the same.
RNG in our life. Nope, this is probably the safe over here, huh?
Okay, guards there. All right, you two are up, so you can't move up yet. Because
Oh
the
my
guard
god.
is literally right on your spot. But that's okay, because this guy 1, 2, 3 is gonna not touch you. You just have to pull another. We're just stuck with these.
Wait,
bad cards.
is this alarm gone?
Oh yeah.
Wait, is it my? No,
It's my
Uh,
turn, I think.
Garrett, yeah. Shoplifting. Alarms are triggered on all laboratory tiles. Oh, that have had tools taken. Well, that.
Okay.
I mean, it makes your guys'
Is
lives a
fine.
little easier. 1, 2. Charlie, I
Maybe
mean.
3.
3. Yep. Thanks. Actually, 4 because it's 3 plus the alarm.
Huh?
He gets 3 movement now because we went through
Oh,
his
because we
thing,
went through the deck
and
ones,
there's
yeah.
an alarm. Okay.
Okay, now I draw one.
Gymnastics. Walkway tiles act as stairs for 1 round.
Oh. Oh,
Oh, so these are
Okay.
stairs. So, I guess I don't know if that.
man, that's just 1 turn, too. So it's like,
Yeah, that won't matter. I mean, that's
And
to
this
go
just
up,
goes-
so it doesn't
it
matter.
just goes up, yeah.
Okay, 1.
Whatever. I'm just gonna move it to the discard.
Yeah, 2.
But again,
3.
more neutral out of the event deck. I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're back to my turn. Okay. 1 peek. Is that what we think? 1 peek. 1 peek. I'm only gonna be able to 1.
I mean, you could go here and then peek both of these.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Because he's gonna go 1 new card, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you guys are gonna have to start coming up at some point.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Hopefully.
gonna stay here though.
Hopefully this guy doesn't just stand on top of the stairs
1.
for the rest of the game.
2, 3. Okay. See, but that it's like, you're still like he's gonna go
Yeah.
1, 2,
Okay, well, I guess I'll move up here.
and you don't trigger lasers, right?
I don't trigger lasers,
Okay.
so that's just 1 action, and I guess I'll draw an event
Ugh,
card.
God, we're just getting stuck with these
Yeah.
event cards, but squeak.
Okay,
Ah.
well, he moves to his.
It gets you, Garrett.
Oh my god.
It's okay. We still have 2 stealth tokens all around. That's like what we should have
Yeah,
done.
but now I can't do anything.
No, he moves again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
And we get to know where he's moving next before he moves.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just gonna move there and stay there.
Okay, so he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So if you come up, Charlie, I'll be able to get out of the way.
Oh, Warner, you should have gone here and try to hack this or something.
I will on my next turn. He's not gonna hit me, so
Yeah.
feel free to come up, Charlie. You're just gonna have to be mindful about. He's
So
coming
that's
down this
2,
way.
3.
That's probably all you want to do, I
I'll
guess.
just do that so I don't draw. Yeah, I don't draw any events.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so. Oh wait, I can free action. Peek. Do I do that? Because I forget exactly. I gotta check how the hacking. I kind of forget what.
I think you just have to be in the room and then it takes a.
Add 1
Action.
hack token to the computer tile. When any player triggers an alarm, you can discard the hack, but it must match. So it'd have to be a fingerprint. Oh, that could be helpful.
Yeah, and that's what's right here.
Okay, so let me see, because that's 1 action. Can I go free? 1 peek, 2, 3 hack. I think I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that. Oh my god, it's safe. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Well, we have the. Oh god. Well. Okay. Eh.
And we get a hack token, or I guess it's in here.
Oh, sorry.
It's already doing it.
Cool. Okay. And now the guard goes 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Garrett.
We know where the safe is.
Garrett
Let's-
doesn't trigger
and the
fingerprints.
stairs. So
Yeah, we know. Yeah,
1,
and they're
2.
not terribly far, but
I do a peek here and then peek here. I should
probably
just peek
1,
both
2.
those.
Yeah, probably. Secret door may enter through walls.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh, we
don't know.
can't exit through walls?
Yeah, only can get in, I guess.
Yeah, so you could go here and get here, but we couldn't go here and get there.
No,
Unless
no,
this
no. We
was a
can come
secret.
from here
Reverse.
into here. We can
Oh.
enter this tile through walls, so it's actually not really as good as I thought.
Oh,
well. Okay, well that's actually could be helpful though, because that could save us from the guard if we get cornered and have to pop out.
Yeah, I mean now yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's
Layout. They
yeah.
have 2 secret
1,
doors right there.
2, 3. Okay. Oh, sorry. Were you done with your turn, Garrett? I think so. Right?
yeah.
All right, Charlie, you're up. He's coming to your room after your turn, so skedaddle.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3,
4.
I think, and just I'll sit on the safe and
Yeah, you can drop a token. You can. Let's see, what do we have? 1, 6, 2, 4. I mean,
yeah, I'll peek this one, or maybe you could on, but whatever.
okay, 1, 2,
I'll
3.
have to see.
Damn it, he's gonna
come
hit Garrett.
up that way.
He's
think
gonna
there's
hit.
anything else we can do.
No, unless I trigger an alarm. 1, 2, 3.
You can trigger from. Oh,
But then you'd be stuck there,
Yeah, exactly.
and it'd get you. I think.
Yeah, I think I might. I mean, he's already come here, which is good. He just hasn't come here.
Yeah, which at least then we've got the secret doors if we're back in here. But
3. Do I just go in or do I?
if that was if that's an alarm and you set it, then
We're screwed
that's
because he's gonna
real
come
bad
back.
news. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
but you would have
stop
stopped
here.
there and it
So
would have triggered it. But
okay. Well. Oh well.
oh well, that's
1, 1.
annoying. That's really annoying actually, because now we can't be on the safe and get out these secret doors on the same turn without triggering this.
But no, but that could be okay
You
because
have
we
to
can
stop
trigger the
here.
alarm and sneak out the door because the guard can't.
oh,
go
I
through
guess
the
yeah.
wall,
Then
too.
he'll come here and
Yeah, the
maybe
guard
we'll
won't
kind
go
of
through. It's just us.
loop around.
Okay. Well, sorry, Garrett. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see if Charlie and I. Okay. All right, Garrett's down to 1, so we got to be really careful with him. But you're up, Garrett. So
okay.
What can you even do here?
Yeah.
1.
Where's he
2.
going? Down there.
He's going down
Okay.
here.
He's
I
going
mean,
to the
he's done
stick.
all of these. I mean, yeah, he's only got 5 left.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
he hasn't
1
been
and then
here.
Draw, I guess.
All 1 floor.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Well, Garrett's down here now. And the guard up here doesn't move, but this guard does. 1. 1, 2, 3.
I have to get through all these.
man.
I have to get through all these deadbolts again.
Honestly, Garrett, at this point, like, Charlie and I could maybe try to just do it, and as long as you can just avoid the guard, because he's only gonna move after your turn.
Well, he's then got to get up to the stairs
Just
again.
gonna
Oh, you're
stay
right.
in the freaking toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, for now. Okay, all right, we'll come back to you. Garrett, you start brainstorming with Charlie. 1, 2, 3. He's going to the stairs. So, I mean, we have all but 1 tile removed. That's the only problem. We don't know. You want to? I mean, we can't move, so we may as well add and roll. I mean, is the guard.
Yeah. So
You could add and roll and then move, and then stop and not trigger the alarm, so you'll get 1 die out of it. And then I could do the same.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
But as soon as you leave that place, it'll trigger the alarm, won't it?
No, it's only if you enter and don't
It's
stop.
if you like move through it, if you go through the revolving
Yeah,
Okay.
you're free to get out.
thing. 5. Is that what did we even need? I didn't look at this. Oh, we don't have this one.
The 1 number, I mean, 42611. I mean, it was worth a shot. That's fine.
Of course, this one's gonna be a 5 once we
All right, he's going back up here. I'm gonna do the
That's-
same. I'm gonna add 6 and a 3. Got a 6. Then I'm gonna do this. All right, Garrett. I mean,
Event card, I
event-
guess.
you may as well. Well,
Well,
do you move to the laboratory so you're at least a little closer, or
I guess so. Yeah.
actually, is it? I don't know if it's that safe to be that right next.
Yeah, we win these. We somehow we win. We haven't come this far to lose.
Dead drop. Current player passes all tools and loot to the player on their right. Oh, well, you don't have anything, so. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Garrett. We're gonna get you out of here, bro. We're gonna get you out. 1,
Maybe.
2, 3. Okay. Okay. Charlie, it's me and you.
Wait, so he's coming here.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
We
2,
we gotta
5, 6,
unveil this tile.
I know. He's coming here. 1, 2, 3. And then my turn,
is where
I can
he's
sneak
ending?
past him. I can sneak past him on my turn to get over there because he's not coming back. I mean, at least not yet.
Okay.
So maybe just roll again?
I'm gonna go 1. Add a die.
2, 3.
And roll once and just stay here, I think, because he won't.
No,
come
he won't.
Here.
He
Or
won't.
I guess he
might
could.
come to the door. You could. I don't know how many stealth you have. 2. Because what's left? I mean, this, all this lower floor, and the motion. So he's gonna burn through these really quick either way. Oh, but the
Yeah, just
camera
such- we need to
here,
get
and the
this.
fingerprint, and the key. Wait, there's like a handful he hasn't been to. I don't know why it only says 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. It might. Some of them he just might not go to, but I don't know.
That's what I'm doing.
4, 3. Okay,
So we got the.
we got the 4.
So we need 2, 1, and mystery. Okay. So then he goes 1, 2. No, it's your turn.
Okay, so he's right here. No, he goes 3.
Oh.
So 1,
Why?
because
Why does he go 3?
he just starts at 3 on the 3rd floor.
Oh,
So 1.
this is the 2nd floor.
Well, that's right, but still, it's a 3. This guard starts at 2. This guard starts at 3.
Ah.
So 1 action, 3, 2, 3, 4. That's all I can do.
Yep.
2, 3. Okay, well, you know, we should be. I can flip. You can start rolling, and maybe we can run out and just.
Yeah, maybe.
Somehow. What we could do, I mean, Charlie, since me and you have 2 stealth tokens, we could potentially go back down. I don't know. All right, Garrett, let's see. Let's figure out what you're at. 1, 2.
Well, we can't go down this.
Yeah, that's right.
That's only if you reveal it.
Well, I think I'm gonna do
You'll be able to.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll be good, and because the guard won't be
Yeah.
able to get back to you. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Charlie. All right.
Yeah, the rest of Garrett's game is just trying to
Avoiding
figure out
the
how to get
guard,
to
I know.
this tile right
What's
here.
nice with Garrett is that he doesn't set off a lot of these alarms, which kind of helps
Yeah.
him.
That's true. All right, so I'm just going to add 1 and roll twice.
Okay. I mean, yeah, at this point we just need a 1 and a 2 until I can reveal.
Okay, there's the 2.
Where's the 2? There's the 2. Come on. Yes.
1.
All right. We are so
Now we just
close.
need-
Okay.
Mystery.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Fuck, he's gonna hit you, Charlie. At the end of my turn.
There she is.
Unless. Yeah, I mean he's just.
I mean, unless this is an alarm and you trigger it.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
then
I
he's
mean
gonna
I'm
come
gonna
after
flip.
you.
Computer room. Okay, so it's a 5.
Of course, the first number we've rolled the most, I think.
1, 2. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. I could trigger this, trigger alarm on enter, but then he hits me.
Then he'll hit you.
So one of us is gonna lose a stealth token. But the problem
I
is,
guess
that-
it's better. Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to. It's like, listen, he's gonna hit you, but then he's gonna go 1, 2, 3 on my turn, hit you. Your turn, he's gonna go 1 and come right back and hit you again if you're still here. But we'll know
Yeah.
where he's going, or no? We won't
I mean,
know
if I
till
get hit
after your
twice,
turn.
we lose.
No, I know. So I was saying you might be able though to crack the safe, get the stuff, and run out. You know, because you could roll once, one action to roll, maybe get a 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. You know, you could maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you come up, trigger this, take a hit for me, and then I can roll safely.
1, 2, 3 for my turn. 1, 2, 3 for your turn. After your turn. Yeah, let's do that. I just down to 1.
I mean, I think we're all gonna be down to the 1 here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Garrett. 1, 2, 3. Hide in that bathroom, baby.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. So we're gonna lose the 1 stealth token, but that's okay. Because now Garrett, he'll be like behind you the whole rest of the way, I think. And you can run back because 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You won't trigger. Yeah, we might be able to do this still. Okay, Charlie, it's your turn. So yeah, if you
Never
just
tell me the odds.
Ooh. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Okay, wait.
Give me the loot,
before
baby.
before we get too hyped, let's see what this loot is.
You instantly die.
Gemstone. Pay an extra action to enter a tile occupied. Okay, all right. That's could be worse.
That's not that bad. Okay, so then I'll go
1, 2, 3, 4. He goes 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
1, 2, 3. I can get out after my turn, and then Charlie can get out and he won't move. He'll be like stuck. He'll move here, but then Charlie moves and he'll just sit here, and then Garrett might be able
so
to.
he'll move now, right? Because it's the end of my turn.
I just moved.
Oh, you moved him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was on my tile, and then 1, 2, 3. But now it is my turn. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I think I just got to get out to just limit the. Right?
Yeah, because then Garrett can move without us making the guard move.
Yeah.
And hopefully can skedaddle.
Yeah,
over.
Charlie. No, you're fine. You'll get out on.
No, I know, but just hopefully the guy gets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he will. He'll go here and then hopefully like get this.
Well,
hammer
yeah,
or
Charlie, you
something.
could potentially not go out and go 1, 2 and stay here to get him to move again because he's already been here, and you'll be safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I can escape.
On your
Well, I'll
next
have
turn.
to drown a vent.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe you'll pull me to you.
Yeah,
That'd be
maybe.
Sick.
Activate the next patrol card on your phone. Oh, okay. So he just goes over here instead. 1, 2, 3, which might help get. I mean, we'll see. He's
Well,
refreshed. He's
At
gonna-
least it burned another one of these down here.
Well,
That's
now they're
good,
gonna
actually.
refresh, and he has 4 movement. So 1, 2,
Oh.
3. All right, Garrett. I
Okay.
think your move is to get here and just hope.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, and just hope we can make a.
These deadbolts and keypads, I think, beyond
3.
everything
Okay,
else.
that's okay. All right, Charlie, you're up now. So here's the question: if Charlie goes out, this guy doesn't move. Garrett's next turn. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Guard goes 1,
It's a new.
takes a new one. 2, he gets 4 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He could go anywhere, but he won't be able to hit Garrett. 1, 2, 3, 4. Worst case, he's just right in Garrett's face. But then
Yeah.
Garrett can
And
go.
at least Garrett can move forward as well. So
Yeah,
as long as you're not getting hit by him,
yeah. Garrett can stay 1 spot ahead of him. Basically, I think that's what we got to do. Garrett, we're not leaving you. We're just
yeah,
moving on with you still in the room, in the place.
we're definitely not leaving.
Because this guy doesn't move.
Warner, get the walkie-talkie and call in the chopper, just in case. Just in case he doesn't.
Is that
show,
really
we gotta
your
be ready.
rigger's voice? I mean, look at this guy.
That was his whisper.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's my turn.
He just gives me.
I'm
Get
not
through the
doing the
chopper.
voice. I'm not.
All right,
I'm not doing
One,
the voice.
two,
two,
three, four.
four.
Too tired to do the
One.
voice acting.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. We're out, baby.
Oh, I think we're in the
One,
clear.
3, we're out,
three,
baby.
4.
We got the loot.
Give me the
I
loot.
tripped
Give me the
the
loot.
landing.
We got the chalice and the gemstone.
Wow, the child
Tablet and the gem.
that was kept in this office building.
Oh,
Wow, dude, this game is so stressful, but it is.
That was a close one.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When we got to the second floor and hit this keypad,
Uh-huh.
I was pretty.
Yeah,
I was feeling pretty toast.
I thought we were done with that because you're just stuck. There's a keypad. What are you gonna do? But then,
And then just based on our rolls, like it took us so long to get through it. I thought.
yeah, that's the
I mean,
thing.
it was so
What's-
close. We were down to. Like.
I mean, we were all really close. That's what's tough with this game for sure, though. Is like it sounds really crazy that you're like all these floors, but it's actually not that bad if you start splitting up because then the guards don't move as often and you can kind of work
Yeah.
around it, which is nice, you know?
Yeah.
So
Like
that
I could
was-
see if you had. Yeah. Like with the bank with 3 floors splitting up even. I feel like we played the bank before.
we
didn't
did, yeah, because we had 4 players, so we did the full. I
that's
also
right.
knew this 2 floor would be just a little bit shorter since I mean, it's 10:30 now, you know.
Yeah.
So I knew that we'd be
I'm
able.
glad
to
we
get
played this.
through.
This game is.
This one's fun. We're definitely gonna play. I had fun playing Groot, and I definitely want to play it again.
Yeah.
I'll
me
just
too.
do better research to. Well, now we know. We just know a little bit better setup of the cards, but
Yeah, you just can't do the cats without the
without the eerie.
without the birds.
Yeah,
or
there's-
maybe one of the other ones, but
I didn't even look into all the
yeah,
Yeah,
the
all the
RNG
DLC.
was astounding. I mean, just from the setup alone, the RNG was bad.
yeah, right out of the
and
gate.
then our rolls weren't great at the beginning. I mean, at the end there, I got the 5 we needed. If I would have rolled those dice there on the safe and not gotten it, I think we would have lost. But we're on stream. I can't do that.
What are you trying to do?
What do you think I was about to draw? Come on.
Oh,
I can't do that. He's I'm gonna go. It's
there we go. Burgle Bros. Feeling good about that. That was a good game. That was a good game, guys. Good job.
yeah. I got myself. I just drew one line. Now it's a cigarette.
Well, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. We hope you had some fun with our Tuesday board game nights. I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing this. You know, I feel like these kind of games are what we're thinking we might play on Tuesdays. You know, board game simulator or whatever, tabletop simulator, or I don't know, even other, like there's all sorts of board games that have Mysterium, or like the Pandemic board game is really fun.
Oh yeah,
Charlie, we
Pandemic,
played
I
that
forgot about
once.
that.
I mean, there's all sorts of games that have like their own whole digital games that are really fun. Or you know, just I don't know, stuff like this. And you know, it'd be fun if like eventually, you know, if some other people
maybe
want to jump in
sometime too, but
maybe we'll see. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. We hope you guys all have a good night, and catch us on Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central.
yeah, we're gonna be getting back to raft.
Yep, getting back on our raft, having some fun out there, and everybody have a good night. Thanks
Peace
for
out,
playing,
everyone.
Garrett. By the way, thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
thanks,
for,
Garrett.
You know,
Everybody in chat, make sure to give Garrett a round of applause. He doesn't stream, I guess. I was gonna say like the thing you say.
Go watch
Thing
my
about
stream. Yeah.
just
I
watch.
was gonna be like, shout out Garrett's stream, but
Watch
just
his
shut up,
big,
Garrett.
beautiful face. The
Oh my
glorious
god.
mustache. All right.
Yeah, check out my stream, you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye, everybody.